We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I don't see why you'd need to update to fucking...
Oh no, there you go, I just had a thing pop up.
Yeah, there we go, that's the first time it popped up, so...
So, it's working? We're live? Can we say...
Well, hang on, it's saying it's an upcoming event for some reason.
Yeah, it's got his fucking vanished from mine.
It's the 23rd.
Why would you need to fucking update?
It does make sense.
No, it doesn't!
No, it doesn't.
Hold on,
Hold up.
We're still on.
Shiabatis. Right,
We're still on, you know? There's people talking in the chat now.
I have the chat in front of me. Well, I'm attempting to load the chat anyway.
So, Toby, you can go back to gobbling that dick. Of course it doesn't make any sense. Why would it need to?
Just put that back in your mouth. It's like swallowing elephant penis. Welcome, one and all, to The Thing. This is a show called I Did Sex with a Woman Once and I Wasn't Very Good at It. We're going to do creepypastas. The first one is called I Know What You Did to That Drug Dealer.
I'm going to toilet.
Toby's gone. We have lost Toby.
He is
That's the quickest he's ever stormed out for us. Either that or he's doing away.
Probably both. He's peeing.
William.
Queen.
Diak. Gotta gobble up some diak.
As you can see on the screen right now,
There it is.
Dirk Soos.
Nothing is happening.
Tree.
Waiting for Toby to get back from the loo. Yeah.
This is a nice song.
What the fuck is this?
Is this Dirk Souls?
Was it an Alundo? Oh, some sort of dump. Huh. We've been making fun of what's his face for ages.
I never take ages when I have a wee. So
Yeah, you're
It's
the
only
opposite
when he
of
does a poo.
but yeah,
You're the only one who
He's got Crohn's disease. I, on the other hand, don't have an excuse. I just enjoy the ambience of the toilet. Okay,
You
so
also shit out like a turtle.
Toby, have you got a,
Not like a turtle. He
a
shits out a
smartphone
turtle.
or some kind of reading
I
device?
have 5%, but yeah.
Would maybe Gemma's phone be more useful?
Yeah, that's a girl's phone.
Just grab a charge.
I don't want Gemma's phone. It's got flowers on it. It's got a Hello Kitty case. I don't want that.
No,
Somebody might see.
A decapitated head or something. You can. Oh, thank you. Now I need a plug. There's a plug.
Yes, because my phone is not important because...
Dick Souls, more like. I took a big shit today and it was better than this game.
Was it a walking chair? Was it a hurry for it to get sit on?
Hey, I forgot to tell you guys, yes, you know, myself, Gemma, and the two other guys from Back Creepypasta are here, but we're also joined by Game Dude, the internet legend himself.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, that looks like the diarrhea dookie I did today.
It's also partially on fire.
Covered in chocolate feces.
That's a chocolate feces.
Right, so the story of Dark Souls is something you should look up yourself.
That's basically every Dark Souls ever, though.
That's basically every like.
It doesn't
Souls
really
and
explain
Bloodborne.
much. It just go. It's essentially
Yeah, like
it.
From Software does two types of stories. Dark Souls one where you need to fill it himself, or Metal Wolf Chaos. The most American game ever made.
All I know about this game is that it's a direct sequel to the first. But that's it. Like the second one has nothing to do with it.
Like
There is no second
time
one.
is fucking wonky in Dark Souls games. It could be taking place 5 minutes after each other.
Very true. Very true. I cannot get the chat. Oh, there we go. That's
What a load of dookie butt. So yeah, Toby, if you just Google it's on the Creepypasta wiki actually. Just do I know what you did to that drug dealer. That's the first one.
Why don't you tell them what happened to Gamer Dude? Like,
So if anybody who doesn't know, this guy Game Dude.
he's a rip-off of
How,
Angry
right,
Video
first
Gamer.
of all, if we were treating him like a fucking celebrity, how many subscribers does he actually have?
I don't know because his channel's been taken down, so I don't know.
Well, there you go, Game Dude.
Yeah.
What a dude, obviously.
So he's an angry video
He's
gamer.
rude, he's crude, and he's got an attitude.
Playing lame,
So he's Sonic.
shitty games.
So yeah, I'd say look him up. Well, look up. Like,
Don't. Because
Other than
once you start down that rabbit hole, it's like when you first find out who Chris Chan is. It's like once you stare into that abyss.
It's not nearly as bad as what happened with Christian. It's sort of, but it's funny still the same.
Chris Chan didn't have to flee to Mexico on stalking charges.
Just Dennis.
Is he?
Just
I'd
sent
love
me
it
a
if he
message
still-
on Skype saying
yeah.
relatable me.
I would love it if he's still doing his show, but he's just wearing a lucha mask. And it's like El Defrendo or something like that, dude.
Just
El Game,
El
dude.
Game Hombre.
Game Hombre. Right, Jacob.
Hi, Dennis.
What's the
You
name
seem
of
to
this
message me on
character gonna
Skype for some reason.
be?
Alright,
This dude
people
gonna
on Scoop and
Scoop?
chat.
be? Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm going to drop the link on Discord because I have
Name.
to do. Because I am rude, crude, and have an attitude. So, all right, guys. Well, I promise we're going to read creepypastas. We just got to name this fucking clown first.
Sir.
Sir Game Dude.
Sir Wanks a lot.
Okay.
Sir Game Dude. Okay. Sir Game Dude it is.
Because after all, our player character is rude, crude, and has an attitude.
There's a guy basically called Game Dude. You're not going to do anything else. You're not going to change
Gender, age. No, I mean, like we.
he's wearing so much armour that you can't
not like
see the guy.
appearance. I'm just on about class. That's all.
Alright, so what class should we be? What? So.
Right, probably the one that was already on actually. To be honest, so. Game Dude is a guy who basically.
Okay, there we go.
No, not deprived. You'll die all the time.
Oh, dying in a Dark Souls game.
Yeah, well, you want to try and actually, not.
Yeah, please keep it night or something.
Yeah, Knight's got the most health.
Alright, so we're gonna pick.
Yes, I'm trying to explain. This guy, Game Dude, is essentially a
Suck it.
No.
Yeah, fuck you,
Did
man.
you really just
Yeah,
surprised?
Oh my god,
Matt,
you are just.
I reset the game and just take longer to stream.
Matt, honestly, you're a bunch of dick waffles covered in donkey feces, with a side of gorilla poop.
Covered in cheesy vomit.
Yeah, he was shit.
Why is he in such a hurry to get set up?
The
Who do
mini
you think
dies,
he
you
is?
die. What is this? A marriage?
Dance, you British bitches. I'm a Patreon. You have no power. No, I'm only joking.
You have no power over me.
It's like you have all the power. Please continue. Oh God. It's like, hello, I'm nude.
Just like, hello.
You start off with shit equipment
right
anyway.
now, usually.
But Matt.
And start the game in about 5 seconds.
Alright.
And he's going to run out. You've got a club and.
Okay, I'm
Stop using your fucking Estes fluff!
Whee! Look at me go! I'm gonna look at me use this.
Matt.
We are never gonna even start this story.
Matt,
Yeah,
you're going to die. Like right now.
Just immediately assassinated.
can't touch this.
Can't touch me. My time is now.
Who is the Game Dude? Is he the anime man of games? It's all one.
Who do you think he is?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right, so to be fair, I haven't played a From Software game in a while, and the last thing I was playing was Nihon, which had completely different attack.
Quite clearly, because you've got the yeah.
You play as some kind of naked guy. You walk on water like Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, these guys are pussies.
Yeah, apparently so. So we're all sort of transfixed on Matt's sort of whatever he's doing right now on Dark Souls. Not picking up the item, that's for sure.
I'm doing it on hard. Like people do, it's challenge mode, Toby. If you want to be a
So you play as
baby.
Gerard Butler at 300. You run around in your underpants. Whoa!
Oh, I know what Estes. Oh, he's really thirsty.
Post this shit on Facebook and then I think we'll just start reading.
Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of Crones.
Attack of the Crohn's disease.
So it comes in and goes, hello there.
Nah, none of us are drunk. Well, I can only speak for myself, obviously.
I'm not drunk. I'm just an
Right,
arsehole.
No, I was drunk yesterday.
Yes.
It's not the same thing. Because
Wrong.
we watched Hellraiser 9 and then we needed to be drunk.
Yes, we did.
Because it had fat Pinhead. Basically, they had fucking $200,000 to make Hellraiser 9, right? And the amount of money they had to pay Pinhead. Remember, this is the star of the franchise. Was $5,000. So naturally, he told them to go fuck themselves. So they just cast a fat bloke
Wait,
Yeah.
in what? Sorry.
in Hellraiser 9.
Oh,
That was
wow.
Instead of- Revelation.
So literally, Doug Bradley, who played him in the
that way.
first 8 films, was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this one." So they just got some fat guy. The entire time we were watching it, we were just like, We have such delightful pleasures for you, all of them wrapped in bacon.
Like, we will tear your pantry apart.
Right, shall we get on to the
I
stories?
was the man who took my hamburger helper. You know, it was that all night, but it was really funny because we were massively sloshed on red wine.
Yes.
Bring it, bitch.
What the fuck is this? Some kind of crystal guy? You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Luckily, I just used my S to step. Wait a minute.
Hello, Apollo Trevens.
Is this guy alive or made of crystals? Come on, game designers, get with it! I promise I will stop channeling Game Dude in a moment.
No, you won't.
I won't, of course I will. Won't.
Oh, that's a shame you ain't got no healing items.
Right.
Death. That's the first death achievement! Congratulations!
Yep.
At some point, no, wait, that was the first game. That was the first game.
He only won because he only won because he was better equipped, had more health, more experience, was tougher, and I was out of Escus, and that was the only reason he won.
Yeah. It's the third one, mate. James Walker.
Oh, I thought it was Dark Souls 2 for some reason. I don't know
Nah.
why.
More like Dark Souls poo. Covered in diarrhea dookies.
Spurg attack.
Right, Toby, have you got the story, mate?
I do have the story.
Fantabulous.
I have it as well.
Very good. So you're going to inevitably start the story, read one sentence and go, I've done with this. And then you turn over
No, it looks like quite a short one actually. This is I know what you need to that drug deal. I might take short pauses where I can eat Coley noodles where you can jump in.
Oh, okay.
People who know me also know how much I live for murder. Wake me up!
Can't wake up.
Oh dear.
With the shape of an L on her forehead, not murdering my own kind or any kind, but the fact that some human beings have the ability to draw life from another.
What?
Okay, obviously I've gone mad. Let me read that again. Not murdering my own kind or any kind, but the fact that some human beings have the ability to draw life from another. Nope, that still makes no sense.
Yeah.
The first book series I ever read was the Harry Potter. No, the first book series I ever read was the Women's Murder Club series, and I adore mysteries and crime thrillers. When I graduate from college, I want to work with the FBI.
Okay. Great. Even though you live for
live for. Wait, maybe live for not murdering, but just murder in general. Like to go around crying, like, oh man, this guy got fucking murdered. I love it.
Is that somebody you want in the FBI? Just somebody's going to have like a fucking raging stiffy at a crime scene. So, oh, look, sniffing the blood. There's blood and semen at the scene.
There's some investigator, there's some other investigator. My God, this sick son of a bitch. There's semen everywhere.
It's like, oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Johnson
was written "fuck pig" in his own excrement.
I was just thinking about that.
To help mentally prepare myself for the job, I downloaded a game on my iPhone. It's ready for the FBI, folks.
Ready? Absolutely ready.
This guy's been to the App Store. Move the fuck over, Mulder and Scully.
Wow.
Agent Cooper, more like Agent Pooper, am I right?
once again, not drunk.
Come on, game designers, get with it. More like Agent Blooper. Hope someone got fired for that blunder. The game called Cause of Death. In the game, you get to play as an array of different cops, FBI agents, data analysts, criminals, and even victims that are about to be murdered. This is not a real game.
And it sounds boring as all fuck.
You must make choices in parts of the game. It's just, was it Life is Strange?
Yeah, choose your own. Can you free it's not it's based on like real procedural like police and you can also stop time.
Well, actual events that actually took place in actual cases. So here we have
giant enemy crabs.
It's still funny. Like 10 years later, it's still funny.
It'll never stop being funny. So fucking funny.
Okay. Tech is weak point for massive damage.
See, traditionally at this point you'd have like a sword instead of some fucking
swords like a pussy.
Shit.
You need to make sure making the wrong one can kill you. So you have to start from a certain checkpoint and try again. I've probably sunk $50 into that game buying all the cases. Well,
right, well, sucks to be you.
Yeah, well,
you don't have to pay that student loan back, right? It's not just money they give you for free.
Well, fall for the fucking loot box and shit.
Cause of Death by EA Games.
Alright, the roll button is different from what we're used to.
Jesus.
Okay. Once again, the controls are fucking with me.
You read the controls of the messages. You might know what you're doing.
Yeah, but my eyesight's shit.
The best thing you can do in this game is roll around. What the hell? What is this? Dark Souls or Sonic the Hedgehog? What a piece of cowabunga shit.
Just half the stream is going to be...
I keep like, the reason I keep using S's fast is what I said I play Neo, which I'm trying to do light attack.
Ah, right. Yeah, it's L2. It's R1 and R2 for attacks.
In one case in particular, I always wanted to get was the case title. Your case, The Missing Child. That sounds like such a riot.
Yeah.
I saw that the price was only 99 cents, so I figured to myself, why not?
Children's lives are cheap.
In the case, you get to enter your name and hometown and actually become a cop in the game. As the cop, you have to solve a case where a little boy has gone missing from his deadbeat mum's apartment. In the end, it turns out the boy was about to be taken away by child services, so the drug-addicted asshole mum left the son with her new boyfriend, a convicted child molester, so they could all move down to Mexico and hide out. If all goes accordingly, the paedophile gets arrested and you get commended. Fucking spoilers!
Yeah.
I was going to get Your Case, The Missing Child for my phone.
So he moved down to Mexico, next door neighbour.
It's like, here we are in Mexico, let's meet the next door neighbour. Wow, let's go meet the neighbour. What are you playing? Missing Child? That game's worse than the big diarrhea dookie I took this morning.
Do you know what game's worse than that? Minnie Mousecapade 2.
I never played a better game than this, except every other game I ever played. Wow. Fucking Mexico. If you're just joining us, we're reading a story where the characters just mentioned going down to Mexico. There's a guy called Game Dude who fled stalking charges and ran to Mexico, and he's like sub-irate gamer. Now you're caught up. Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit can go wrong in the game. One thing that can... Oh my god, a game with challenge and obstacles?
It doesn't hand you the victory? And you paid money for this game? You should have bought, the extra DLC pack, win button.
Is anyone looking at the chat, by the way?
I'm not.
Alright, somebody probably should.
Alright, put it.
Too slow.
What the hell?
What the thank you? Fall off the edge.
I saw it was 99 cents, so I buy.
Clouds.
One thing that can go wrong is you can shoot the little boy's father, a suspect that is a drug dealer. Kids got a lot of positive role models. It's actually written Lotta, like this is Derek Green's diary. I played through the game a few times and I knew you weren't supposed to shoot the guy, but I decided to anyway.
Why not?
Just to have some fun with the game.
Because it's the only way you can have fun.
For lols.
I also ended up getting shot by the child molester and killed, and I saw a lovely cutscene of people speaking at my funeral. I decided that was enough cause of death for one day and closed the app down. I opened up my email on my phone. Since I was expecting an important message from my best friend, and I saw an email from someone, and there was no address.
Then who was phone?
I looked at the text line and saw the subject was "Vengeance is always so sweet," thinking it was a joke or maybe some sort of spam. I decided to open the email and look at it.
Spam or spug?
The word
spam,
shook me.
But you decided to open the email anyway because it was spam.
It's like, I mean, it could be full of viruses, but okay.
Yeah.
The word shook me to my very bones. Dearest Medicine, I know what you did to that drug dealer. Did you not know that when you killed him, you also killed a person somewhere in the United States? Did you not know the cause of death is a game that actually kills an innocent person for every dead criminal? What a piece of cowabunga shit. I doubt you did. Now, listen up. I'm not going to do that voice the whole time. I am going to offer you a choice. Either you click the link below this text and download the file, or you can die.
Good luck with your first boss, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Let's see this go.
The file will download,
it's easy,
and nothing on your machine will change. Once the download is complete, a sniper on a rooftop in your city
I'm just ignoring him.
will murder a person you love.
What?
I will send him a notification if you do not download the file in the next 36 hours. Then you will die. Make the right choice. And oh, Madison, sweet dreams.
Is that the end?
No, not just yet.
Oh, go up to the bloke. What?
No one signed the email. The download link was entitled I know what you did.vbs, and when I logged onto my email on my laptop and scanned the link with my antivirus software, it told me the link was safe.
He looks like someone, doesn't he?
And now here I sit, one hand on my mouse pad.
The other around my dick.
It's just so easy. The other one wiping my ass.
With this
It doesn't even sound like Game Dude anymore. It just sounds like Mike Matei.
I mean, he is a piece of shit. Yeah.
Wake up, yeah. Fat. Oh, right, you need to.
Yeah.
Do I get a new weapon now?
No.
Ah, cheap.
It told me the link was safe, and now here I sit here, wondering if I would rather die than have someone I love die. It has been 35 hours and 57 minutes since I got the email.
57 seconds, yeah. Wow.
I can hear total commotion on the other side of the house, panicked voices. I can hear a voice call out for me. I'm not sure if it's my own voice or the voice of my killer. All I wanted was to solve mysteries, and I guess that was my ultimate downfall. The end.
Like many a young man, you know, solving mysteries is another man's downfall.
Right, come on. Now you're doing totally fine. This thing's totally not going to mutate at all.
Yeah, I know what I've seen. What happens? I get him down to half health, and then he fucking explodes out of his armour. Pervert.
Who were?
Naturally, people like it. The comment section.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Maria852 says, "Very good. 10 out of 10."
I just might get him to, half health on like a first time playing and using the shittest character.
Mm-hmm. I love the way people are saying, that's it? You wanted that to go on? Really? Okay.
Spooks. It's almost as spooky as, Roblox. God, that was a... I need to get the Firekeeper or someone, don't I, to...
Matt, can I play the game?
No, you cannot.
Why?
You spurgy ponce.
Don't call me a spurg, please.
It upsets your spurg sensibilities.
Just flies. I was like, "I'll show you a spurg." Just like flies into a blind rage. Just turns to a giant Chris Chan. Like,
this is not in my true form.
Impressive, Matt. You made me use 10% of my power. Teleports behind you. Now, don't make fun of Toby. Like, while you were out partying, he was studying the ways of the blade.
What?
Now, where did I put those? Okay, sure. Once again, wrong. The dodge button is not there.
There they are behind them. Green.
Yeah, I know. Oh, thank God I got that 200 souls.
Oh yeah, you can buy lots of.
Yeah, I could buy like
that.
Maybe you can buy a shirt for your back.
Yeah.
So
see why Destiny chose me to bring balance back to the Force.
So what was that other one you found?
The other one I found.
Yeah.
There are no children, I'm just going to go back to them. Hold on. It was.
Someone says, "Please do judge angels."
It was Console Me.
Console Me. Did you say
it was quite long though.
What was the other one called?
There's Knob.exe.
Knob.exe. Fan of that. Big fan of Knob.
Knob.exe. It has a rather lovely ending.
Don't give him advice. Don't give Matt advice.
Would I pay attention to anyone's advice?
It's exactly why I shouldn't give you advice. Because you'll just do the wrong thing anyway.
Do we have Praise the Sun yet?
No, you do not have Praise the Sun.
That should really come standard.
You have literally just started this game.
There's My Perfect World Shattered and Newly Single. And Newly Single.
Okay, that sounds great.
I'm gonna go with Console Me, I think.
Alright. Just to let you know as well, Newly Single, his
wrong button again.
There's a guy called Jeff in it.
Wonderful.
Apparently,
okay, I need to let you guys know that Console Me has fucking trigger warnings in it.
Yep.
Alright, like what?
That's what's become of the Creepypasta wiki. Well done, guys. I'm so glad that Skellywag and all his boys had a fucking clean up of the Creepypasta wiki. They've definitely sorted it out now. The mark of quality. Console Me.
Well, the thing is, though, like everyone gets offended by everything these days. No wonder they put it on there. You know what I mean?
That offends me greatly.
Yeah, it offends me that they put trigger warnings on it, but they can't please everyone. What you just saying that sentence probably offended about 50 million people.
What do you mean by everyone, Toby? What do you mean by you people?
Toby, what do you mean by 1488 gas the kikes?
He does say that a lot.
Alright, you gonna read or me?
Let's make people vote.
Oh, here we go.
Guys, who should read?
Here we go.
You can totally survive that.
And yeah, oh Jesus, it's still
Told
alive.
ya.
Just creeping through the floor, that's fine. Matt, why are we playing this as some kind of caveman?
Because it's funny.
He decided to go with the pro.
Because they said not to pick it, so of course,
It's alright, just making
being the
hard.
literal incarnation of shit that I am,
Go on, at least get him down to half health.
I got him down to half health like last time.
He hasn't transformed, did he?
Well, that's on him.
It's true. Toby Kenobi should read. I love that nickname.
Toby Wankanobi.
It's true.
You thought this was the real Jacob?
What?
It is. I was just laughing at Wankanobi. Matt's not going to read, guys, because he's playing the game and also he's terrible at reading.
Yeah, I'm like autistic or something.
Yes.
Is that the new way to describe dyslexia now?
Yeah. Every sort of like mental disorder is just autism.
So I can't read why my tism's acting up.
Yeah. Robotism.
I think most people want Toby to read.
I mean, I counted pretty even between me and Gemma, but that's okay.
Okay, alright, Toby-san. Then
Yeah.
Matt. Toby Kenobi, Matt, Toby, Matt, Toby, Gemma, Toby.
I'm not sure why people
right.
are asking for me.
Maybe I was, well, maybe because it'd be quite funny. Probably why. But what are we reading?
We're reading some motherfuckers always chasing ice cream up here.
I mean, they really are.
Console me.
Okay.
It's on the Creepypasta wiki.
Yeah, so he got big.
He did. Now, what is his actual name? Is it Ben Swallow or Widlow Red?
It's Ben Swallow, obviously. Actually, it's can we stop pretending he's an honest-to-God character?
Yeah.
Duxedius.
The problem is, you know it's a problem when he's the most confound character they have in that.
Confound.
Well, you know, go and bash him one more time! Oh!
Toby, stop trying to distract me with your shitty use of the English language. Complex, you probably mean.
Fucking Toby body pillows. The kind of people that want that are the kind of people I don't want fucking subscribing.
Should we round up and put in camp?
Get out.
Get anyone to subscribe.
That's true. If it was up to me, there'd be like 4 subscribers. It's like, they'd all just be sock
you.
puppet accounts.
No, if you like, no, but
They'd just be me and Game Dude from his new channel in Mexico.
What do game?
Just
I still like
El
Game Umbro.
because it's a Spanish country.
Yeah.
It's like the
El
sentence
Game
structure's
Umbro.
just weird.
Hang on, is this it?
It's just like El Hombre del Games. It's like
Is this it? Which started one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
With all the and it contains.
Okay.
Yeah.
Contains haunting, possession of items, memories of people who have passed away, and sudden disappearance.
Are these trigger warnings?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Details. Legitimate creepiness. No over excessive gore or violence. Thank fuck for that. You know what?
How's that a trigger
That's
warning?
a trigger warning. That's a yeah.
I was like, no, it's good. No violence in it.
Stalking
Fuck this.
somewhat unrealism, fantasy-like elements.
You know, I just remembered you
Somebody
can
said
block in this game.
they wanted Jacob Titty Mouse Pad. I don't approve of that, but if you could have one of my butt cheeks, I think is okay. Where I'm just like presenting. I think that's
Is this
fine.
supposed to be what's going on now? Because that happened ages ago.
No, it's just that my computer's dead shit.
Oh yeah.
Author.
Yeah, look,
Yuri
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Temkev Panda. It's
Sex panda.
Sandwa. Dikpana. But no Sarashmi. You speak to him, that language. I make it up, it's gibberish.
These are people gonna die?
It started one day when I finally.
Toby, you're a bit far away from the mic, mate. Do you mind either leaning forward or speaking up a bit?
It started.
You said speak up, not take a dick out of your mouth.
Toby's a little delicate at the moment. Like, it's really kind of wound up.
It started one day when I finally had enough money to buy myself a new gaming console and a few games. I had planned on getting an Xbox 360 for a while, and my dream was about to come true. I drove down to the electronics store. Hang on, if you drove down there, then surely you had enough money for an Xbox 360 anyway.
No, he spent it all in his car, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
And fleeing to Mexico for stalking charges.
Where they sell things like televisions, batteries, and I know what they sell in an electronics store.
Details.
I was expecting crisps and soap.
That's because you said stocking. There is stocking in the
Remotes.
story.
Oh my god, it is. It's all fitting together.
Yeah. So I went down to the electronics store to buy electronics. I thought there might be soup available.
Yeah. I asked one of the staff
Or maybe clothes. I went to go buy, I went to go get electronics in the soup store, and then I went to go get clothes.
I asked one of the staff members for where I can find the gaming consoles.
He kicked me out for being a ponce.
Yeah, and she pointed towards the back of the store. I don't know. I quickly headed over there and picked up an Xbox.
Only then will you have my permission to play Xbox Live, Batman.
Only then will you have my permission to move to Mexico, game dude.
I want to see Batman Begins, but Batman's replaced by Game Dude.
It's just the same film. Just like every other actor's the same. It's just game dude like, wow, what is this? Gotham City? More like Gotham Shitty.
We are going to get nowhere in this story.
Oh no!
Just letting you know.
Yeah.
I asked if there was anything wrong with the console for safe measure, and the man said
Yes,
that it was
haunted.
brand new, factory sealed. I went along with him and brought the console.
Right, wrong potion.
Went back to my car and drove to the next
There we go.
location.
The next location.
The game store. It was very close by. It wasn't too bad. Would you like me to do this boss for you, Matt?
No. Suck a dick.
I walked down into the store and picked out a few pre-owned games. Then I took them to the register. I once again asked if there was anything wrong, and the man behind the counter said that there were a few scratches but still playable. I brought them. Then I rushed back to my car and drove home.
The way that sentence is written, it sounds like he bought the scratches.
I don't want the game.
Scratches, yeah, can I have those?
I thought that it was like when he was asking the man behind the counter if there was anything wrong, and it was like,
Are you all right?
Yeah, he's like looking down, like, what's wrong, mate? Oh, my wife, she's leaving me.
There's this weird fucking guy keeps coming to the game store and asking to be interviewed like he's some kind of celebrity, and he just talks about the letters he sent to James Rolfe. It's so weird.
As I arrived and
I feel like not enough people know who Game Dude is for this joke to really work.
It's true. As I arrived and walked into my house, I noticed that the television was on, where a show about supernatural things was on. It was just supernatural.
No, say that. Who is done by the Alright Gamer?
it's Eric Gaber. I'm Chris Borres.
I disregarded
Chris
it,
Boreanaz.
quickly setting out my new console.
Chris Boreanaz, at this time of year, and this time of day, in this part of the country, exclusively inside your kitchen.
Yes.
Imagine that, like it's the Northern Lights, but just mixed in is just Chris Bore's face. In the face he makes, when he's like, "What a piece of cowabunga shit."
Is it like something that happens in Family Guy?
Yeah, it's the Dave
Aurora.
Boreanaz.
It's the Aurora Borealis, and it's just like,
Just
hi
Dave
guy.
Boreanaz.
It'd be so much better if you could fucking chain your fucking attacks. No.
Everybody be quiet. Thank you very much, some English bloke. That's really kind of you. £5. I have to read the comment. I'd like to see an edited version of From Dusk Till Dawn, where the main character is Game Dude trying to flee to Mexico.
So
The Game Dude has to break his rapist brother Quentin Tarantino.
I was gonna swap it round, and it's like his older brother.
George Clooney. Just Game Dude and his older brother George Clooney.
It's like, what's in Mexico? Mexican.
What's in Mexico? Tiny dinosaurs for him to make documentaries with. Game Dude really did this.
Wow.
He got some toy dinosaurs and he made a video documentary explaining his breakup.
How can this? It sounds like literally the best YouTuber ever. I'm gonna have to check out his shit, man.
So my girlfriend Sue the dinosaur.
Watch the Mickey Mouse Cafe video, and then watch the Game Grumps one.
No. So I'm now eating crispy roll.
Minnie Mouse, what a bitch.
I disregarded it quickly setting up my new console. I went through the natural process of making a profile and an avatar. Then I popped in my first Xbox 360 game, which was Warm Buttery Borderlands. I couldn't wait. I was trembling with excitement.
And arousal.
Yeah. The next day, I'd finished the main campaign of Borderlands. That was fucking quick. And I was doing all the
No,
side
you
missions.
fucking did. It takes ages to do.
Fuck off!
Unless he stayed up all night.
Yeah.
Even then, it takes ages.
And all
I
the
hate
side
Borderlands.
missions that I might have skipped.
I like
At this
Borderlands.
point,
Don't like it.
the bandits,
Well, yeah.
skags, and other enemies were hard to beat, as they were around the same level as me, and I didn't have very good weapons.
If you play through that, why do you not have good weapons? I'll get the starting
I'm sure
weapons.
you can fucking relate to that.
Yeah.
However, this didn't faze me. I slowly got through some of the missions, then I stopped for a while to try and find better gear.
Metal Gear.
This was easier than said
Metal
than done.
Gear.
I couldn't find anything worth mentioning, and I yelled out, "Damn, why is this game so hard? All I want is a weapon strong enough to be able to kill things." At that moment, I found a supply crate, worst accent ever.
You sounded like Ray Winston when he tries to be American in The Departed. I forget your grandmother was so nice to me. I cut your fucking nuts off.
I found my first orange weapon, in brackets, one of the rarer weapons. And I almost jumped through the roof in excitement. There must be literally nothing else going on in your entire
Yeah. Also, you managed to beat the main campaign, and you never, yeah,
campaign without any fucking weapons.
yeah, you never found a legendary weapon all through.
No, he's dick, innit? But what made me think the most is that. Well, hang on. What made me think the most is that the moment I yelled at the game, it happened. I shrugged it off as a coincidence and continued. What?
What happened?
I found my first orange weapons, in parentheses, one of the rarer weapons, and I almost jumped through the roof in excitement. But what made me think the most is that the moment I yelled at the game, it happened. ... I shrugged it off as a coincidence and continued. What?
I'm not even paying attention. I was reading the stream chat. There's just Game Dude references happening now. It's like Mickey Mouse. First of all,
I went to fight
but I
an
liked it
army
for
of
what it was.
spider ants and killed their queen. The one in the Tash Coast, I don't even know. I didn't even play the original. However, there were many badass spider ants and slayers that kept shooting me.
Badass motherfucker.
I yelled at the game once more, saying, "Fuck me! Why is this game so hard?"
This is Dark Side Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once again, something.
Speaking of
strange
Dark
happened.
Side, Phil, Matt, are you gonna change this game, or you're just gonna play as this fucking?
Have you never played like
You
this? Is what you do. You need to work out the pattern of the bosses. You know, it doesn't help that I decided to purposely
Generally,
pick shit.
people don't get stuck on this board, the first boss for this.
Yeah, generally they haven't, got absolute shit.
Yeah,
character.
basically, Matt, like,
Well,
for like a cheap joke, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll play it naked with like a
you
wooden
could do
shield.
that. You could press start, go to title menu, and then start a new game.
I could.
He's not going.
But then that would be the quitter's
You could do that,
attitude.
but why?
I'm not a quitter bitch like you, Toby.
I was like, you could do that, but
Matt, you are the
But why?
Yeah.
worst person on the
I
planet.
am the worst person on the planet.
I'll take 10 game dudes over one you.
The orange weapon I had, which was a sniper, managed to kill them all in one hit. Not even a critical. Even the Queen, which had the second highest health amount in any Spider-Man in the game.
Yeah,
time,
I think you might be right.
I was sure that there was something wrong.
Jeez, game design, let's get it together. Just cracking up in the chat.
What are they laughing at?
The people in the chat are just doing game dude references.
Oh.
It's like,
They don't care about this or the story. It's like, did someone say game? Finally!
it's like I've been waiting like 8 years for fucking Jacob and Toby and everybody
No, someone. There.
to like
That's what you
open
had,
up
and
the
then
treasure
all the
trove
way.
that is game dude.
And then all the way to the end again. R1.
why is it so difficult to...
Quick game.
So game dude, fucking hell.
Anyway, right.
So game 2 will live again.
I had enough of Borderlands for the time being, and decided that my next game was BlazBlue Continue & Shift Extended. Holy shit, it's DMAC the game, this one.
Didn't Raymond used to really like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
BlazBlue.
Blaz, because they've got to put an E in it. Skip.
The guy Fantastic Four remake forgot to put a fucking T in it.
Yeah.
I went back to the home menu to put the disc in. Once again, bouncing up and down in excitement. Again, nothing going on in your life. But the game froze as I tried to load the main menu. At that point, I heard a voice. "Hello, Azuri Temkev, which is the author of this story, by the way."
Sir Game Dude the Second.
Just I. Capitals.
Would Richard I win, say, Predator?
In terms of killings, yes.
I jumped back a little, my breath quickening. What happened? I get my breathing to normal.
I made him old now because he's older.
Oof.
Oh, wait, I'm younger. was.
Night. Just no! Night! Stay as the fuck.
Let's not do this fucking nudist shit again.
Go burial gift. Go burial
Oh,
gift.
that's right, yeah.
Get something rather than nothing.
Oh, I completely forgot about.
Just life ring. That'll do. It gives you slightly more health. Right. Okay. And tried to forget what I had just heard. But then the same voice spoke again. Hello, sir. Are you there?
Are you rude and crude and do you have an attitude?
They bite.
This time I freaked out a little bit more, putting the controller down, rushing out of the room into the kitchen. I keel over the sink, running some water.
Keeled over the sink.
Just
I just like the idea that he tripped over it in somewhere. This is like his sink, just in the middle of the room.
I ran my hand on the water, splashing water on my face. Then I took a few
Have you
deep
got the chat in
breaths.
front of you?
No, I
Oh, holy shit, I can actually do combos. How fucking novel.
I must have been imagining something, or it might have been just been my flatmate. You never mentioned you had a flatmate before?
Oh, I miss my club.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, look at all this armour. It's really pretty and like.
Sorry, that's us.
You thought that's the real Creepypasta crew?
Yeah. If you read the floor messages, it'll give you.
Yeah, I know, but I'd
trauma
fuck.
hints. But I know, but I fuck.
It's like,
Okay, Matt.
It's Matt and an
Nice block.
arco-primitivist.
Right. I walk back into the lounge room and I see the intro to BlazBlue has begun playing. I sat back in my seat and smiled as I forgot how awesome it was. And saw how awesome it was, sorry. The game froze for a short moment and that same voice said, "Help me." This time I didn't take my chance. I ran from my house to my flatmate's bedroom, but he was asleep. I pinched my cheek hard to see if I was dreaming, but I wasn't. Could I have been hearing things? Could this ROM hack be the work of the... No. I slowly walked back to my lounge room, where the title was showing. I pressed start and set up a storage device to save my data too. Great, I don't know why you included that. You might actually be able to stand a chance of killing this.
Yeah, well, yeah. This apparently these ones this guy in this version is a pussy compared to like a or something.
No, it's just your armour.
You mean the fact that I have some?
Yeah. There are a few graphical glitches on the main menu where there were some off-coloured pieces. I mean, I hadn't seen this, but comparing to the majority of the background, it was off. The game ran smoothly though. Some of the commands might not register, but it was fine.
But I liked it for what it was.
Yeah. The thing is though, I love the way earlier it was just like, what's wrong with the game? Is anything wrong? No, everything's fine. Well, clearly not. Just take it back, mate. If you were so obsessed with things being wrong, every time I beat an opponent though, the game would freeze with audio and video.
Bless you.
And I
You
could hear
sneezed.
background sound as if it was someone gasping for air. I disregarded this fact as my flatmate had light asthma.
Well, my friend's choking. He's fine.
He's alright. Fucking don't worry about it. And his
Also
inhaler.
having heavy asthma.
And he was and his inhaler.
Heavy
was
asthma's a
close
band, I
by,
believe.
So there was no need for immediate danger.
Hello, London. We are heavy asthma. And the chokettes.
We are heavy asthma.
The way Toby said it, sounded like heavy asper. The way Toby said it.
They're the tribute band. Hi, we're the heavy Asperg.
Why do you sound like gay dude?
This is what he does in Mexico.
Impossible to fucking not do that voice.
So with our new song, You Leave Me Breathless. Literally.
The game decided to
Heavy
play.
asper.
You leave me
New song,
breathless.
Virgin is Great.
You leave me breathless, and I stalk you.
If you go back to your bonfire and sit here, you'll get full health.
I'll be
that's
honest,
right.
folks. I do need a cute girl my age.
Once again, I'm used to Bloodborne.
The game decided to play again, but it froze again. That voice from the before coming back. Find the microphone and the headset in the box. It gasped.
I saw that.
This chat is just growing me.
Brave Sir game to run away. Bravely ran away.
He attack, but most
got
importantly,
that?
he's not
With
coming back to the United
Yeah,
States.
I thought you were going to say, why didn't you spend them like that? You need like a firekeeper or some shit.
Yeah, it's in the next area.
Yeah, I know. So
I was curious, so I decided if a little bit freaked out.
this is too easy now.
Yeah. Then I looked inside the box. There was indeed a microphone and a headset, which is a little strange as I had not purchased one. It wasn't in the box when I opened it. and the box didn't come with one. Reluctantly, I
What's
plugged
in the
controller
box?
and shoved it into my head. Hello? I said cautiously, waiting for a response. The person on the other side, the voice had sighed. It made a sound as if the person was getting up after a nasty fall. Oh, you're here! You're still here! I hadn't paid attention until now, but the voice sounded feminine. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It really did, yeah.
Feminine, but she also seemed to have throat cancer. Oh, hey there, darling. Oh, it's Big J Lebowski.
Yeah. Who are you? My name is.
Slim Shady.
My name is Cass. What about you? Oh god, I hate my woman voice. I can't even do one.
We all hate
She
your woman
said,
voice.
"Well, I won't even do one then." Suddenly, much more relaxed, I hesitated for a bit, then I shook my head. I'm not too comfortable with telling. I heard a faint giggle, then a sigh. It must have come from this person. That's understandable. Oh, I forgot. Would you like to continue playing the game? Dearie? My eyes widened a little bit and I responded with yes, and the game started, the character's screen. Did I give you a fright? I shook my head, picking another character. At first, yes, I managed to stammer out, but I heard another giggle from Cass. Sorry, I didn't mean to. She was very polite and soothing. I picked the comms character and began a new match. Surprisingly, there was no apparent glitching. All the commands I entered happening, and the menus didn't have the off colouring, and it was like ran like a brand new game. Was this because I talked to Cass? I didn't know.
Oh, what a puss.
Look at that.
Seriously, there's no fucking challenge.
Thank you, Callum. Please read Liars in the Trollbuster wiki. Gemma, can you get that open in another tab, please?
Yes, I can do.
I don't want to do too much on this computer because it's like fucking sizzling hot.
Double.
Thank you, Callum.
Yeah, I know.
We'll read your
See.
story next, okay?
Do I get a new
Liars,
sword?
so it's called?
Yeah, just Liars all in capitals, and apparently it's on the Trollbuster wiki.
Alright.
So basically, what I'm gonna. Do you reckon this story, which is probably going to be
Am I
out
singed?
the one was in the Xbox? Yeah, because you got more health.
Yeah.
When you use Ember.
Yeah, because he's the fuck. What's it called? Something.
Unkindled.
That's it. Unkindled. The unkindled surprise.
Yeah, that's it. So do you reckon this story is going to end up that this woman's obviously inside the Xbox controlling the Xbox, and like it's going to be something like to do with the end of fucking Lucy, where she ends up in a USB stick? Spoilers!
I really don't know, Toby, because I'm barely paying attention.
There was items back there, mate, on the gravestone.
Right, I've got liars up in a thing.
Where are the fucking messages in this game?
On the floor, right?
No, not messages. Messengers. Yeah, the creepy
The
guys.
dragon dildo is inferior to the vampire vibrator.
That is true. Toby told me.
Okay, so we're just going to quit with that story. That was great, 10 out of 10. Let me just see what happens at the end.
We're just like racing through it now. So, stuff happened.
Let's have a look. Stuff happened. Console stuff.
Christian Wilson Chandler was there, and then he teamed up with Darkside Phil and Irate Gamer to fight the evil of El Gamer Dude.
Yeah,
El Gamer Hombre.
They had to go to Mexico. I'm going to head over to the Trollbuster wiki and get Liars up on here.
And I saw this one and it was like, what are you doing in my console? I was trying to be polite, she was. And it was like, I was bound to you some time ago. Instead of like a string attached.
Hey! Sounds a bit rude!
Attached to two people's fingers. I didn't show up soon because I know he's a
You sort of sound like a woman version of George the Cave.
Oh my! I also have a vagina.
Like,
Listen and believe, except when the accusations
Yeah,
are
no.
against me.
Talk to Firekeeper Waifu.
I just thought this was like, they weren't compatible. None had a microphone attachment.
Wait, what?
So it's like,
Is that from the story? I was.
yeah.
Wow.
It's like, I looked away for a moment, then I looked back at the
Strength,
screen,
maybe.
still fighting matches
I was
with the
here-
computer. But my Nintendo DS had a microphone.
Strength. Vitality is stamina, isn't it? Toby, which one's stamina?
Endurance. Oh, no, it's. Yeah, it's endurance. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Go always hear stick everything in stamina. For the ladies, am I right?
Yes. Maybe hard.
And there was this, things were starting to get creepy now. I had a strange girl
Oh, is
stuck
it? I'm
inside my
fine.
Right now, everyone creepy.
Start the story here then! Fucking hell!
Right.
Literally, I cannot remember anything about, the only thing I can remember is literally stuff about the game, dude.
Yeah, the entire story. Like, literally, all I've got is the actual backstory of Game Dude and all the weird shit he did. Nothing to do with this that we've actually been reading.
Oh, well, there, Micken, how's it being?
Alright, I've got liars up here, right?
Liars, right? I think I'm going to try to grab it as well. It looks familiar, that picture. I feel like we've read it. We probably did it on a stream once. We'll just do it again.
I
Fuck
don't
it.
think he sells weapons. He just makes your ones better. You ain't got nothing to make it better.
What's it? It's
Who's reading?
Titanite, isn't it? It's the stuff you need.
Yes, it is.
Who's reading?
It's sadly not possible to use Super Chat on your phone, man of many gaming phrases, if you're using iPhone. If you have Android, you can, but yeah, on the iPhone app you can't.
Yeah.
Honestly, I am annoyed how easy that boss became. That guy was a pussy.
Like, the more time I spend with you, Matt, the more like I've realised how easily annoyed you are at nothing all the time. It's like,
yep.
And the computer's died.
Oh.
Where'd I go, Toby?
Oh well.
Apparently 50% battery is a perfect time to just crash. So, Gemma, do you want to toss me the phone so I can read?
Yeah, okay. I've only got 5% battery.
Right, Toby, you know where to go, so Toby's taking over now. He immediately he hits the suicide.
Yeah.
Toby, why do you keep hitting the suicide button?
God, fucking suck.
He hits the button that somehow makes the boss harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them the souls.
Exactly. What the fuck am I going to do?
Space.
Gemma, I wonder if you could do me a small favour and get the charger for this.
My phone.
Yes, but I meant for the Mac. Just so, because someone needs to be on chat duty.
Right.
Alright.
I'll do that.
There was once a guy. This is called Liars, and this was submitted by Mr. Callum on the old Super Chat there.
Alright, where is your...
It's in the kitchen.
Alright.
There was once a guy living in our neighbourhood called Jimmy. He got picked on a lot for being a confident and funny guy. That's the reason people always get picked on.
Oh, have we read this somewhere before?
I'm sure we have. It looks so familiar.
Okay.
I remember when I was at school, I was Mr. Popular because I hardly spoke to anybody and I had like an accent and a speech impediment, so everybody loved me. But I tell you who was really the really sporty kids who like always smiled. Man, they got their shit kicked out of them. We used to like, beat them up and make them take our asthma inhalers. It was fucking horrible for the poor bastards. Fucking retardation on display.
Yes.
His mouth tended to get him into a lot of trouble. Wah-hey! And he seldom learned his lesson. He was just very content with who he was and refused to change it. When people asked him why he let them wail on him for his blunt comedy and wisecracks, he'd smirk and say, "Honesty is the best policy. At least they're not hiding anything from me, and neither am I from them." One of the kids he inadvertently pissed off with a rather crude MILF joke was something of a psychopath with a sadistic streak who didn't take kindly to the insult. So he rounded up the other guys who didn't like Jimmy and they cornered him after school in the science room. "Your mouth got you into this. I want you to remember that," Brett, the ringleader, told him as he looked into Jimmy's terrified eyes. Well, it said he was a sadistic psychopath. So I just thought, what's the most kind of savage voice I can come up with? And a Scot was the first thing that.
I see.
It's just like, and then he pulls his trousers down.
Like, trousers. They grabbed some formic acid stored in the lab and threw it in his face. Oh, it actually takes place in London. Okay. They stood around and watched him scream in agony as it ate through his flesh before sniggering and running out, pretending to be concerned and wanting to help him. When the paramedics arrived and were attending to Jimmy, who was no longer able to scream, the principal asked the boys if they knew what happened. Their leader, Brett, explained they were walking past when they saw Jimmy skulking around the lab room. By the time they got in there, he was already in that state. The other members joined in and backed Brett up with other fake details as Jimmy tried to protest in silent agony. The principal nodded and told them he would speak to them after he had a word with Jimmy and got his side of the story after he was out of hospital. A few days passed.
Great story.
Jimmy was kept in ICU with bandages on his face, the doctors salvaging what little they could of his face. His vision still intact.
Is this Jeff the Killer 5.0?
I was going to say that.
In one eye and his jaw withstanding despite his loss of flesh. He was still unable to speak and refused to respond to anyone. He just sat there, eyes unblinking, and staring at the ceiling, bloodshot and filled with animosity. When he was discharged, sometime later, he would not respond to anyone with anything other than the word liars. His social life got
inside of me.
unable to smile or even crack a joke anymore. he secluded himself in his room and began planning. At this time, he became popular because he was no longer confident and funny.
Yeah, so I missed something like super popular happy boy who's friends to all creatures is the unpopular kid somehow because this person doesn't understand how people work. So what have I missed?
He got a bunch of acid thrown in his face.
I'm sure we read this.
We did. We totally did. I can't remember it very well, but it's familiar enough for me to know that we've gone through it before.
Lovely house with all these barrels.
Sick vindictive thoughts started appearing in his mind. He would get them all one by one, decimate them. It's a list. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to do this. Get them all one by one, decimate them, slice them, burn them.
Right, so to be fair, to be really pedantic, decimation
and
means to destroy one of them out of 10 things. Decimation.
Yeah. Are you talking about Roman punishments?
Yeah, that's where it came from. So he's going to decimate them. So he's going to kill. He's going to kill 1 out of 10 of them.
He's going to make the others beat one of them to death. Basically, it's like a sign that there's count to 10.
Fast, funky, fun, fantastic.
You know, you picked that up, and I wasn't sure what box it was for. So I was like, "Is that on the back of the Dark Souls 3?"
It's like arousing.
I thought this was some kind of horror game, not Skyrim. What were they thinking? Come on, game designers, get it together.
Come on,
step it up.
That's exactly what I was going for there. I just couldn't remember the whole quote.
What's that from?
Come on, step it
Sonic,
up.
innit? Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, Dargan.
He waited patiently until the group would be vulnerable. Late at night,
name, or?
No.
when they said their goodbyes and went home separately, that's when he would strike. That weekend, Brett received a package in the mail. Curiously, he opened it to find a VHS tape with the words "for you" etched crudely onto it. He couldn't play it because he didn't have a VCR.
Yeah,
because unfortunately it wasn't 1992.
It was a crudely recorded home video
with a porno with his dad in it
by an unknown cameraman. And it said Brett, it didn't say Toby. An unknown cameraman who didn't speak at all for the duration of the film. It began with the camera pointing at the date on a newspaper. It was yesterday. As he zoomed out, you could see it was in a basement. A single flickering light bulb hanging above.
You can do it, Toby!
And casting an uncomfortable scene. Casting an uncomfortable scene. I mean, you guys can make the joke yourselves. Yeah. It's about porno. By the time he'd completely zoomed out, it was apparent this was no normal video. In front of the cameraman.
Once again, I'm just used to the weapon changing.
And on his knees was one of Brett's friends.
Flip your sword out, turn it into a bigger sword or something.
He was naked. It says that. That's really in the story.
Not paying attention, and you make a joke about it being a porno. Not paying attention, and he was naked.
Hey guys, got $5.
He was naked. Oh, we got a $5 donation. All right, do you want to read it out?
This is how you don't play Banjo-Kazooie crap pasta.
No.
Okay, we'll look for that one next, mate. I'm
not sure that was.
Is that the whole comment?
That was the whole comment. It's
what's the guy's name?
Jeremy Joestar.
Thank you, Jeremy Joestar.
You don't play
and watch out for Dio.
No, Thank you, Jeremy Joestar, for your $5. If that was an actual suggestion and not some kind of meme that we missed, we'll look into it. Okay. So if that is a real pasta, then you are next on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's charging his laptop. Do you want me to take over, derp around?
No, fine. You read chat.
I'll read the chat.
Read chat.
By the time he'd completely zoomed out, it was apparent this was no normal video.
I do believe they called
in front of the cameraman and on his knees was one of Brett's friends. He was naked. A dirty blindfold around his face and a crude gag in his mouth. Sorry. He was covered in blood, horrific burns, lacerations and wounds.
A big fat build-up butt.
One particularly large one on his back stood out that almost looked like a word. The cameraman, with gloved hands, took the gag out of the crying boy's mouth and immediately begged to go home. Did we do a voice for Brett? Was Brett the ringleader?
Brett the Hitman Hart?
Yes.
What, too soon?
No, clearly not.
Please, Let me go, man.
What just happened there?
I did what you wanted. Oh God, Jesse, Mike, Keith, you made me. You made me fucking butcher them. I just want to go home, man. Please, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. He just kept repeating it over and over, rocking back and forth as he did so. Brett's legs began to shake as he felt the bile rise in his stomach. He could see the burned, mangled bodies in the background. The bodies of his friends. All of them had markings on their body. Deep, large cuts. The cameraman reached out for the boy's chin and lifted it up, encouraging him to stand. He did so obediently as he was slowly led to a door off screen, whimpering. Brett could see now what had been cut into his friend's back. It was the word liar. The camera cut out temporarily. When it restarted again, they were no longer inside. They were instead out in the cold snow on the outskirts of the woods, and it didn't appear to be the original man holding the camera anymore. It was Brett's friend. He was whimpering and shivering as he held the camera in one place for 30 seconds, pointing to some...
I think I realised why we never finished the story, because it's boring after...
Trees in the distance, hearing footsteps draw ever nearer. Where are you, man? You said I could go, man. You said I could go.
Please, man.
The boy was screaming and crying, frightened out of his mind. The sound of crunching snow drew nearer from seemingly every angle.
The sound of Milky Way crunchy rolls.
It stopped. He turned around to see the mangled face of Jimmy. A horrifying howl blared through the speakers, and the word "liars" appeared before the tape abruptly stopped. Brett felt faint and darted to lock the front door, knowing what was coming. As he turned to run for it, he immediately hit something and fell backwards. At last, the last thing he ever heard was liars, as acid ran down his face and began to slowly eat away at his flesh. The last thing he ever saw was Jimmy's face, contorting into a sick, twisted smile.
So it's like Jeff the Acid Murderer.
What's amazing is that was probably better than Console Me, but this was moved to the Cholpasta wiki, and that one's Console Me still on the CP wiki.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Yep. Also, Toby, don't walk into fire, it's hot.
Yeah.
Right, Jimmy, what's that one with the Super Chat guy told us to look up?
I'll have a look back. Oh yeah, how you don't play Banjo-Kazooie crap pasta.
Yeah.
It sounds
just like a joke, isn't it? But we'll look it up. You'll look it up anyway. Like if there's a fucking...
Is that big guy around anymore? Or is he like what?
Oh, there is.
If there's
like one of like unique.
Oh,
yeah. Right, no. You know what could really come in handy right now, Toby? A club.
I knew you were going to say a fucking club.
You can't combo with.
a club and a big wooden shield.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be really good.
So it immediately throws it at the dragon, immediately kills it. It somehow falls backwards onto more dragons, kills them.
Right, okay, it's literally just came up with this is how you don't play Chrono Trigger and all that stuff from like Dark Side Phil, and then there's like a Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts Lost Level, so I don't think that's that.
Yeah.
So I cannot add...
Jacob, like what a time for me to look back at the chat for the first time in a while. Jacob, suck my lemon dick. It's like, what is going on?
Right, yeah, I can't find that one.
Lemon dick.
Okay.
Who knew Lemon Grab was a fan?
You leave him unsolicited.
Put you in my oven.
Jacob,
take Game Dude and put it in oven.
There's knob.exe.
There is still knob.exe. In all fairness.
Toby, when do you need to leave, actually?
Jib me the suck.
Oh, so I thought it was you need to be there by 7.
Oh no.
It's only up the road, isn't it? Yeah, well, down the road, isn't it?
Literally by the library.
Started a lemon killer trend. So is he a killer of lemons, or is he like a lemon man who's a serial killer? Or is he both?
Thank you, Mr. Lemon Man.
Does he live in a world of sentient fruit? And then he goes... Maybe he's the only lemon.
I am legend. They said vampires lemon.
Each fruit... is like they've only got one of each. There's an orange and a banana, and they've all got their place in the world. But the serial killer is a lemon because he's sour. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this.
It's just words, mate. I mean, that's how most creepypastas are made.
Jacob, your idea is shit. I'm going to put mine. I am legend, but it's all fruit.
I am legend, but it gets faster every time he says no.
Yeah.
It's just like I am lemon.
Or you just call it I am fruited. There it is.
but I am Will Smith.
Goes into a matter transporter with a lemon and gradually mutates into one. David Cronenberg presents The Fruit Salad. I'd watch that. Everybody watch that.
I would basically watch anything by David Cronenberg because it'd be fucked up and cool looking.
Yes.
David Cronenberg's gonna make like a toothpaste commercial.
I'm
like,
just gonna quickly go.
He's like, are your teeth rotting and falling out of your skulls?
Are they like mutating, coming alive, and they want to kill you?
It's like, no. Well, then you probably don't need this toothpaste. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Brilliant fucking commercial.
It's filled with all the things that help fight against the corruption in your teeth. It's like teeth mutate into a like.
Starring Zest Goldblum.
Jack, do you remember at Basket Case that one guy who could never put on a jumper?
Oh Christ! Yeah, with the giant teeth.
Yeah, it's like sticking like. Just immediately look at this thing like, how did he get that jumper on?
It's almost like he puts it on before they apply the giant teeth makeup.
But that'd be silly. Oh my god, I slipped the Basket Case. Was it 4?
Alright,
3. They only made 3.
I watched the trailer to that, and it's just like, here's the entire plot of the film.
Yeah.
Alright,
Are we going to do knob.exe?
yeah, I've got it up here so I could, like...
Do you want to read this?
Yeah,
people.
I'll read this.
Okay.
So, alright, okay.
They had it coming.
Yeah.
Also, they respawn. And then
shit.
I'll move this plate.
It's also fine because everyone resurrects when they die.
True.
I mean, not even in like the game terms, I mean in the actual story. Everyone's basically immortal in a hellish way.
I'm gonna run up to this middle guy and kill him before he transforms.
You do that, you wacky... no, you didn't do it fast enough. Keep doing it.
For crying out loud, what is it with my family and creeping stuff always happening to us? Oh, sorry, let me elaborate.
No.
No, please don't.
I am Sally Goodman.
I have a famous uncle.
One of the 3 Goodman siblings. The other 2 are John Goodman and Henry.
John Goodman! No, they did not say. They did not put John Goodman.
Yeah.
No,
Alright, somebody explain how this creepypasta fits into the Cloverfield universe.
yeah, quickly.
It's like,
Release a really shit film on Netflix.
Quickly, bolt some additional scenes onto it.
come on, JJ.
Yeah, like, what was up with that? So, like,
It's a shame because I really fucking like Cloverfield and it's shit. And why is this guy still fucking doing that? He should be dead.
All I know is that Chris O'Dowd's in it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Remember that thing I told you about earlier, that game I said that no one paid attention to? Basically, it's like Cloverfield, the game. It's a game called The City Shrouded in Shadows.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Cloverfield, apart from it's also insane and has just about every single giant Godzilla monster in it.
So it's a bunch of kaiju, and then the whole time TJ Miller shrieks in your ear.
Oh, there's no shrieking, but it's basically just all after this one guy.
Oh, apparently this guy just gave us $2. Thank you, Jeremy Joestar. I think it's the same guy. Go to Some Ordinary Gamers wiki. It's on there.
Alright,
Excellent.
okay.
Right.
Oh, I didn't have to give us some extra.
Well, he's rich.
Yeah, you do.
Fucking
Fucking hell, man.
Alright, Some Ordinary Gamers wiki.
Conan, what is best in life?
Speedboats.
I don't know which.
I don't use it for rugs.
I don't know which t-shirt I want more. The Blade driving the ice cream truck up the hill and the kids chasing it, like the fat kids, or just like Conan with a speedboat. Like, you have to go to every stream to get these jokes. Like, they say, like, retain a loyal audience.
Alright, this is how you don't
Well, the
play
speed joke was just one week.
Woo! $5. Thank you, Mr. Sackmix. Play Roblox next live stream. Fuck it. Let's play Roblox next time.
You just have to download it because it's
Yeah.
free.
Is it free? Alright, Roblox next time.
Actually, if it's on the PS4, if it's not, then it's on Xbox One, which is a shame because you have to do it on my.
I say you have an Xbox One, don't you? Yeah. So yeah.
So there's a big guy with an axe you can run to. That's never.
I am running.
I could potentially do it at your house, I suppose, if there's like.
Alright, okay. So, do you know about Darkside Phil? Well, I have an interesting story to talk about. if
Jesus
you're
Christ!
listening.
It's an actual DSP fucking
Creepypasta was that joke where it's like, did you hear about the time he had a fake girlfriend? And
You might be thinking that this is going to be one of those over cliched stories that are
And it will be.
to be frightening and scary, but I promise that there is a truth to this. I was there.
I was Darkside Phil's bestest friend.
I was that massive horse dildo.
You see, I had the intention of trolling Darkside Phil on Twitch before he closed his account at the time because he was bashing Jack and Daxter for stupid reasons.
Good reasons to insult that game.
I can't imagine Darkside Phil like unfairly criticising a game. That doesn't sound like him.
Yeah.
I watched him play through it and it ended in complete disaster. Phil only whined throughout the entire experience.
So how's this different from any other game you've played?
The truth is, I was sensitive over this, I admit it. I'm upset when someone makes fun of something that I enjoy.
Because I'm an enormous pussy.
I have those issues. I wanted to find a way to troll this overgrown child.
You get upset when people insult things you like. What a child this guy was. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go use all my sock puppet accounts to dislike this guy's video for slagging off Undertale.
Is there anyone that's put up a new, is anyone, put up like a new thing? I thought I saw something there, but...
No, that was the last one.
I wonder if he started insulting...
I faked a sick day so I could stay home and relax. It wasn't just to catch Phil's stream. It was because I didn't feel like going to school. I was already in a bad mood for various reasons involving friends and felt like I would only get in trouble with the way I was feeling.
Little game dude memes.
After playing a bit of Paper Mario...
Are they like quote memes, or are they like someone's making like meme pictures?
You can't put pictures in the chat, but it's just like...
Someone do that and then stick it on like Facebook or whatever the fuck it's called. Or
we need to really reboot the Lemon Killer stuff, give him a darker and zestier origin. Dark side peel.
I can see they feel.
I decided to tune into DSP's Twitch for my chance to tell Phil how much of a scrub he was. I wanted to wait for...
I'll be honest, I don't really think we should have a Lemon the Killer story. I'm not being serious. Obviously I zest.
That smile was like... I'm happy with that one.
I was just hoping no one would react to him and he would just feel the shame.
Print it now.
I don't have the capacity for shame.
I wanted to wait for the right moment because I'm sure I would get banned quickly. I had to find the right opportunity to strike on that chat. The game that DSP, Darkside Phil, was playing
I would have guessed that.
His chat was Banjo-Kazooie. I know what you're thinking. What? He touched that game? Sadly, he did. If you're trying to look through for this playthrough, it isn't available anywhere online. Trying to Google it will yield no results.
I just wrote in the chat, orange rhymes with door hinge. I'm like, if you have a really weird accent, it does. So would you say Dorange? Dorange. It'd be like orange rhymes with Dorange. What's a Dorange? It's on a door, isn't it?
Yeah,
you come in.
Yeah.
I need some dub D40 for me Dorange. Or do you mean you pronounce orange or hinge?
It's like, cool, blimey, Mary Poppins. I'm going to go to the
grocery store and get me a couple of apples and oranges.
It's like the people who say that fucking purple rhymes with Urkel. Shut up.
No one's ever said that. You are insane.
Toby, you just made that up.
Just look over. You guys can't see this, but Toby right now has his underpants on his head and 2 pencils up his nose.
He keeps saying wibble.
Just like, wibble.
He's trying to get discharged from the war. I don't know why. Toby's actually living it like he exists at 2 points in time, one in modern day, the other in the trenches in World War I.
Right.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
You're the zest around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down.
Because I got an upset stomach.
The stream happened a few days after Jack and Daxter was finished. The pre-stream started with a slideshow of horrible...
Pre-stream? Does that sound really dirty?
Pre-stream?
Hang on,
didn't he jerk off live once?
Can I
just like a little pre-stream
first? Can I just say, Darkside Phil's got a pre-stream and we don't. There you go. He has slideshows and shit, man.
Yeah, well, I mean...
the height of professionalism, Darkside fucking Phil.
Fuck yeah.
If you have a pre-stream, you should probably go see your doctors about that.
Official artwork from Banjo-Kazooie had Phil's face photoshopped on various characters from the game. It was a complete mess and would make any professional artist puke from how putrid it looked.
Yes.
Finally, Phil arrived and began welcoming everyone to his stream.
Like jerking off.
He told everyone in the chat that he appreciated his support. Phil talked about wishing how he had enough time to talk to everyone and was thinking about having a system where you could talk to Phil if you donated to him. The time would depend on how much money was spent. It was $1 per minute. You think I'm joking? DSP tried that bullshit. After the pre-stream ended, Phil booted up the game. He didn't even bother watching the game's opening with Banjo-Kazooie playing their respective instruments. Phil started a new file and watched the intro with Gruntilda scheming to capture Tooty. During this, Phil made a bunch of unpleasant jokes about how ugly Gruntilda's breasts probably looked. It was very forced. When Phil got done watching the intro, he got impatient and skipped the entire tutorial with bottles and mold.
This is just a review of his fucking shit stream.
I don't know if this is supposed to be like a joke story that hasn't been funny yet, or it's like, no, it's serious dark side Phil.
I tell you what the horror of it is. It's just giving you a blow-by-blow account of watching a Dark Side Phil stream, and it's telling you what the horror of enduring that really is.
Yeah.
It's some kind of meta statement.
That he did this because he claimed that the game was going to play the same as Super Mario 64. He moved his character around, exploring and figuring out where he was supposed to go. The last thing anyone wanted was his singing to the game's music. When DSP finally figured out where Gruntilda's lair was, he entered and made his way to Mumbo Mountain. When this happened, his phone rang. Phil picked up the phone and talked to the person calling and quickly got into an outburst. This happened in front of the whole chat for about 10 minutes. When other users asked him about the call, Phil completely ignored them. I figured the argument had to be between a friend or a family member.
I could give a shit, it'd still give explicit. It'd still give details. There you go, that's the word for it.
Phil continued collecting the notes, jiggies and mumbo tokens. Like I said earlier, DSP had skipped the tutorial, so the pacing was very slow. When Phil reached Mumbo's hut, he couldn't figure out how to ground pound the tiny huts scattered around the small village.
Shame.
The chat told him there was a jiggy hiding in one of the houses. If you don't know, Phil always uses his own chat to help him. He never tries to figure anything out himself, but it was somehow worse here. Even though ground pounding was simple, Phil couldn't figure it out because he was supposed to learn that ability from bottles of mold.
People just like appearing out of nowhere just
He screamed at the game out of anger and laughed at how bad it was. Eventually, Phil gave up and continued the game without collecting that jiggy. The worst part about this is that he never picked up all the moves he could learn and left the area, which made others frustrated. Oh god.
Is this the entire fucking story? Can you just like skip ahead to something interesting?
No. I don't know what he was doing.
Like the text version of a Dark Side Phil.
Dark Side Phil didn't know what he was doing, that's the whole creepypasta at the end. Shit.
It wasn't until Phil lost his second life that everything went wrong. He had Banjo and Kazooie.
No, it had already gone wrong. You tuned in willingly to a Dark Side Phil stream.
You probably took a day off for it as well.
It's like he had
called in sick.
A daring jump from the lighthouse, which was at the very top of the whole level. Phil thought he could land the bear and bird into the water, but when he hit the ground, the duo instantly lost their whole life bar. Phil yelled at the game despite it being his own fault, and it was made worse when he realised that
Toby, you've just got a message from Steph, mate.
Down to 0. When he noticed this, he threw the biggest tantrum that I've ever seen a grown man do. It was worse than any of his fits that he had during his clash with the Smelter Demon from Dark Souls 2, and it only got worse. Phil mocked Rare, claiming it was bullshit. While he collected the notes, he kept bitching, saying that he
Curse Hami Ha.
At this point, even
Right, let me elaborate. He did shit, and he was shit. That's Dark Side Phil, the video game.
Here we go. Phil realised that he'd forgotten to explore Banjo's home the first time through Spiral Mountain and decided to go inside to see if there was anything of interest.
And he found that there was literally nothing of interest in there apart from the Game Boy that's on the side and all that stuff, unless you completed the game.
Well, I lost all those.
What I saw was something I never expected, something that was never shown in my copy of the game.
A
in the middle of Banjo's home was a table in the centre with a giant coffin.
Bandle, his OC.
Jesus Christ. Can we just give the guy who suggested this a fucking refund? Is that possible? Can we just give him his $4 back?
Inside was Tooty in her witch form. She was lifeless, laying there. Banjo stood at the coffin in front of Tooty and began speaking after a few seconds of looking at his sister.
He's showing his boss.
It was better to keep everyone from knowing about this.
Stab him in the
back.
back.
It's a shame we had to do this to her. Gruntilda isn't to blame. Kazooie then spoke after Banjo. She was a sweet lady. We'll find the one responsible for controlling us.
Okay, I'm going to do my little things.
After Banjo and Kazooie died,
did you get them really good ones again?
Of course I did.
He's not giving you any.
Everyone.
No, but I'm going to sit and smell them.
I got different.
I'm going to strip down to my undies and just smell them.
Just when he leaves, you're just going to take the packet, just rub it all over your naked bod.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do it on stream, obviously, because, do the DSP way.
Yeah.
They
You fall asleep
spammed
first.
the entire chat telling Phil to quickly turn the game off. Phil saw this.
Oh, that's quite tame, to be
chat.
honest with you. Usually they're telling them to do something else on streams.
Fuck off and die, Phil.
Oh look, now the
People
entire
have
chat's
hated
pissed at
game
how I
mode.
chose to play. Look at that butt-hurt Banjo-Kazooie fans. You know what? I'll show you the way out. Phil was taken outside to the entrance of Banjo's home. The music was now changed to the depressing theme of Spiral Mountain from Banjo-Tooie, where Gruntilda and her sisters destroyed the entire area. Well, looks like I missed a good ending. I didn't know you were locked in the bad ending if you lost your lives. God damn it, I'm not starting this over again. What awful design. Fuck this.
Fucking, it literally is a Dark Side film. It's fucking ridiculous.
Alright, okay. But despite this, he constantly tried going back in against Banjo's will until Kazooie peeked out of the backpack and gave a fierce scowl. I've never seen Kazooie act this angry. She was feisty, but she never had anger issues this bad. Phil gave up and turned back, trying to figure out where he was supposed to go. He tried going back into Banjo's house, but there was now an invisible wall there as well. It's better to let her sleep. Phil tried exploring other parts of Spiral Mountain to see if anything else had changed. He wandered aimlessly until the stream began buffering. Everyone in the chat had this issue as well.
Why are you still reading this shit?
I don't know what's this. I'm trying to figure out what the end is because, like, obviously.
How far through are we? Do you want to, fucking.
Alright, we're literally close to the end.
Okay, great.
It's like, here it was. Refreshing the page didn't do any good. Everyone just sat there waiting for Twitch to fix itself. 10 minutes later, what I saw was horrifying. Phil was unconscious, bloody scratches over him.
All over his pecker.
Was hugging him, crying. The game itself was stuck on a screen that flashed between black and white rapidly. While Liana is comforting Phil, trying to get him conscious, a giant bird goes into view of the web camera. It looks like a realistic Kazooie. The difference was that it wasn't the Kazooie that everyone knew and loved. The Kazooie had a plague mask covering its face, and
so it looked the same.
Yes, it had a bird mask over its bird face.
sharp-looking talons that could easily tear someone's heart out. Kazooie immediately lashed at Liana, getting smacked away by a fire extinguisher in Liana's hand. Get away from him, you fucking chicken!
Get away from her, you bitch!
You fucking chicken! The stream immediately buffers again, and after her line and short goes offline completely. Phil became absent after this incident for a couple of days, and when he finally returned, he didn't talk about what happened. He refused to acknowledge anything on that night and pretended to never touch Banjo-Kazooie. For once, it was a smart move on his part. Who would believe him? If I hadn't witnessed that attack, I sure wouldn't. From this day on, Phil has never talked about his session with the bear and bird.
His feet ache and are sore to this day.
It's unknown where he got his copy of the game from. People who have asked to buy Phil's copy of the game are banned from his Twitch. The end.
That was shit.
That was great.
That was awful.
I'll tell you what, I'd read that again.
And just like...
So the heavy guys in there and the...
That made me want to wank off on stream, I've got to be honest.
There's about 4 of them.
Yeah, but everyone makes me want to wank off on stream.
That's true.
Stop it!
Yeah, I am wanking right now.
Sake, we don't want to see it. I mean, one of us might, but the other 2 don't.
Look, just because Matt wants to see it.
Yeah. Also, if you were going to go for that...
Why is it so curly?
A, the microphone's here, and B, it's... Oof, that's disgusting, isn't it? Sorry, there's like 100 people watching. That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
He just jumps down to 50.
Yeah. It's like, why?
I'm just waiting. It's like a 5-second delay, so I'm just waiting for it, and then just like...
Good luck with this fucking guy. He's a twat.
Like, I mean, is he a hard fighter, or is he like never pays for his beer or anything?
He's just like, he's just a twat. He's just like, he's just being unpleasant. Hey, nice shield, dude.
First douche in the back.
Shield, more like shit.
No, think one more time. No.
There it is. It's happening, Toby.
Sorry. 6 people went. Hopefully they're going ironically and they'll be back in about 2 minutes, but we won't notice.
It's like
let's go, fuck this.
God, why won't this computer turn back on?
It looks like I just shoved that up his arse.
Haven't like damaged it or something.
My phone died.
Dark Souls 3, where you can sodomise an enemy with your sword. There should only be 1 pack of crisps left in there.
Yeah, there is one.
There should only be 1 left of those in there.
There is one.
Blue.
Yeah, my phone died, so I'm going to wait until mine gets back up too.
Self-defense. Self-defense. And once again, shoved a sword up a guy's ass.
All right, I'm just going to have a look on the chat for a moment.
What was the guy paid us again? Joestar wanted...
That was one we
that was the one.
Okay, you suck, Joestar.
The one I was going to do was... well, the one I was doing was the... what's it called? Knob.exe with John.
Knob.exe. Shall we just go back to knob.exe then?
Yeah, because I can't because my phone died. But
okay, I'll do knob.exe then.
I just murdered a dog. Not a very healthy looking dog, but...
No.
No one in this game looks very healthy.
It looks fun.
Well, I'm leaving this here.
Wiki.
Ooh, cool.
Console me that we did that one, didn't we?
Play it if you're the...
Where was knob.exe? What?
It's on the CREEPYPASTA wiki.
It's on the fucking CREEPYPASTA wiki, Jesus.
Yeah, something called knob.exe.
Knob.exe, yeah.
Knob cheese. I love it when you can stun lock an enemy. I don't like it when they can hit you back. Right? Ah, it's like that. Where's the fucking bonfire? Right, so there's a big guy with an axe, and they're never good news. Toby, any idea where the next bonfire is? Toby said no. He said, I'm Toby Mitchell. When I come round, I like to cook food for my friend. That's exactly it.
He's eating chili so he can do a big shit that's better than this game.
He's a mildly aggravated gamer. He's the angriest gamer who isn't. God, those fucking aggravated games rip-offs.
Dragons.
Gamer who isn't James.
Dragons there for the NES was a hard game, but I liked it for what it was.
Have you literally just given up on like finding the creepypasta? So what you've done now is just looked up the lyrics to Game Fucking Dude's intro and are reading that, a dramatic reading.
No, but that would be hilarious.
Just making up the lyrics to it and Toby half hearing it.
That's why I was like, what?
This game is diarrhea dick waffles.
Any idea what the next bonfire is?
For crying out loud.
No,
what is it with my family and creepy stuff always happening to us? Oh, sorry. Let me elaborate. I am Sally Goodman, one of the 3 Goodman siblings. The other 2 are my incredibly famous brother, John Goodman.
I still can't
and Harry
Goodman.
Goodman.
I will never get over John Goodman.
Toby, do you want to be on chat?
Huh?
Do you want to be on chat while I read this?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my phone to start.
I'll put the mic here so we can all be heard. I'll start doing like the spooky voice.
He's doing naughty.
Just so you know.
He's the irritable video game person of dubious intelligence.
17 stuff. So just so you know.
Angriest geek
so
you've ever seen.
Read, right, I will read.
Okay, so I guess lately, freaky things and things are both hyperlinks to other pages on the wiki.
Okay.
Have been happening to us. First, John gets haunted by some insane ghost hag. That takes you to another fucking page. Then a freaky mutant girl's face. That takes you to. They're all fucking. And most of them take you to a pasta called the camcorder, and the other ones take you one called $1.
There's a ladder coming down the right there.
Oh yeah,
what the fuck?
Oh, wait,
That's so weird.
What?
Go back and spend the souls.
I pray to God that nothing would happen to the third of the Goodmans. I prayed to God that nothing would happen to the third of the Goodman siblings, but nope, something just had to happen to me.
Did they honestly need to call one of them John Goodman, really?
Do not pick up the microphone with your bare hands, because I just got an electric shock.
Oh!
Wimp.
Good. Hey, I will not be your waifu, but thank you, painless ag.
Bitch.
The Goodmans have canon between stories. Is that a joke or is that actually?
No,
like,
they're like, all like, oh, it's all bit like.
Oh shit! You forgot about that thing. Oh wait, no, don't worry, it's not there. Ignore me. I thought that was the other thing.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought that was a dragon's head. Like, sup, motherfucker.
It's a dead dragon. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I was just expecting to, like, just stick his head over and be like, sup.
Sorry, continue, Jacob.
All right. Something would happen to the third of the Goodman siblings, but nope. Something just had to happen to me because I guess the world hates me. All right, enough self-pity.
Wow!
On with my story.
Quickly to the rectum.
I ain't got all day. Off to the rectum!
Sup with the...
Is there a Goodman cinematic universe?
Well, I had moved into an apartment in Dayton, Ohio. I was unpacking my things and so forth.
I could take this back to the Firelink.
There was a small storage room by the patio of the apartment, and I opened the door to put some things in there. It seemed to be empty as I walked in. Then I looked down on the floor and saw I had almost stepped on some diarrhea poop with a side of gorilla shit. I'd almost stepped in, stepped on a USB drive. I picked it up and stuck it in my pocket. I was curious as to why it was left sitting in a storage closet, and also if there was anything on it.
Wait, Jacob, quick question. Which cinematic universe is better? The Goodman cinematic universe, the Darkness cinematic universe, or the DC cinematic universe?
Universal's Dark Universe that has one fucking movie in it.
Universal's Monsters Universe University Monsters
University. Yeah, the Monsters University universe. There's two movies. One's really good, and one's
100
competent.
Alright, yeah. Once again, my eyesight is unfamiliar game and shit eyesight.
Oh shit, apparently I'm
I was curious as to why it was left sitting in a storage closet, and also if there was anything on it. I had my laptop with me, so I decided to see for myself later on. I had unpacked a few more things. Well, later on in the day, after I had done all the unpacking for that day, I got out my laptop and turned it on. It didn't have an internet connection, since I still needed to get Comcast to transfer my cable and phone services over to my new home. Just in case there were viruses on the drive, I loaded up Windows XP on a virtual machine. I plugged in the USB drive, and it did the usual auto-run thing, prompting me with what I wanted to do. I chose to open a folder to view the files. What was in the drive seemed to be files for some kind of game. I ignored those and found the actual game application, which was named knob.exe. I opened up the file and a new window opened up.
knobbed up.
New paragraph. It was the game. New paragraph.
It's the knob game.
It seemed to be some kind of 16-bit platformer game. You controlled some stick figure thing and guided him through the levels. There was no title screen or anything. Come on, game designers, get with it. It just went right to the first level.
You can, do a thing to get cursed, but you get...
The level was some city streets or something, and you had to avoid the traffic to get through the level. The really weird part was every now and then someone walking along would notice the stick figure and scream bloody murder. The stick figure would then proceed to grab the person and strangle them to death.
Someone just put Lady in the Basement, but as a horror game. Oh god.
Wait, Lady in the Basement, is that the sequel to Lady in the Water?
Yeah, it's like they had to go down to the basement to have sex with a door before the gruff narc got them.
And then saved by David Bowie's bulge.
M. Night, portrayed by M. Night Shyamalan. It is me, David Bowie's dick.
Can they talk more about Lady in the Water? For 8 years, it was always you heard of Lady in the Water as being the worst Shyamalan film, but no one would ever talk about it.
Because talking about it will cause you terrible pain. It's like being without the planetarium. Anybody gets that reference? You win some of the foreskins that I keep in my treasure chest. You open a locked treasure chest to get a key. Isn't that ass backwards?
That ass backwards?
The EXE just plants a virus that replaces every picture with dicks. Sounds like your hacker fucking House of the Dead too.
Alright, yeah, perhaps I should explain that a little bit. So, 2 years ago...
15?
Yeah, it was about 13 years ago, I think. I got House of the Dead 2 on PC, and that game, basically none of the sound files are protected at all, so you can just fuck with them. And so, literally everything was just, dick jokes.
The House of the Cock!
Yeah, the second you turn it on, is my friend Alex just, the House of the Cock.
Fucking love that.
To protect the live stream, or whatever he said.
Protect the life cycle.
That's it.
People of the AMS, I am wiener poop. It's so stupid.
Best ROM hack ever, though, to be fair. Oh, yeah, I know what he's saying now.
Which, as we all know, is the grossest poop of all.
I was never really good at House of the Dead 2. I kept shooting civilians in the face.
Yeah,
That's not what you do.
It's like,
That's the only way to play the game.
well, these kids just run out at me and they get shot. Like I'm supposed to just know not to shoot the kid in the sailor suit. I'm supposed to shoot the fat zombie with the barrel. I'm supposed to just know how to do that.
Do you remember that? Basically, during college...
That zombie's after my apples.
Since we're talking about House of the Dead, little story, we have said this before, but when we played...
Eventually I'll read Nob.exe.
Yeah, fuck Nob.exe. But during college...
Fucking up.
Yeah. Fuck Nob. That's a shit superhero. I'm fuck Nob.
This is what I do. If I see a knob, I've just got to fuck it.
It's really horrendous and horrific. The evil man that will take this building hostage. Well, I fuck Nob. Oh god, no. Gonna stop you.
Like, but what if her feet touch? Then we fuck, obviously.
Anyway, I was like, basically, they had a House of Dead machine. And during our long periods between classes, we'd go down there and we played House of Dead so much. It's House of Dead 4.
Yeah.
We played so much we could get through the entire game on 1 credit each.
It got silly. And because I was like 17, I used to wear a trilby back then. It was really bad. I was like good at a shooter game in the arcade, thinking I was a badass wearing an actual trilby.
Well, if a zombie apocalypse ever happened...
I'm just sitting here watching Gemma's uterus dry up. Like, she's becoming fertile at the sound of that.
So if Jacob, don't cut yourself so short. If ever a zombie apocalypse did actually happen, and you're giving a minigun with an infinite amount of ammo,
arrows.
Shit, arrows, that too. But you and infinite ammo with no recoil and was made of plastic, you would have been fucking king of that.
Come on, Lion.
The zombies were your specialty.
No, it's true.
Come on, Lion, get it together.
You would have been there. Plastic minigun in one hand. A cheap bottle of beer in the other, a cigar trilby on at a jaunty angle, and your extra large bacon hat.
They said my trilby like slightly back on my head because like my head's
Because
massive,
you're tall,
and like I would just smoke slim fucking cigars all the time.
It's a miracle I don't have lung cancer.
it's a miracle you had fucking friends.
No, because Nathan was worse, so somehow I just looked cooler.
Well, yeah, because it's getting influence from like J-Rock and shit like that. Like, here I'm gonna wear this like fucking bits of like trying to be wannabe punk shit.
Trying to be wannabe punk shit.
I remember he sent me like a picture of him. Like he saw like this Japanese guy in a band, and he had like strip of fabric across his face or something like that. And then he sent a picture of him like that and goes, "What do you think?" And my message was, "It looks like you broke your nose."
Yeah.
What the hell?
What is this? An insult contest? Or French? Oh, wrong one.
Does anyone look at the chat? Because I have it in front of me, but it doesn't seem like anyone's typing anything.
Oh, we got
yesterday's for Dawn.
Yeah, it's the last message I've got as well. People have just stopped talking.
in disgust. He wears a Oh, I can't listen to a man who wears a trilby tell me terrible stories.
I haven't worn a trilby in like 11 fucking years.
Jacob, you're wearing a trilby right now.
No, that's just my hair. It just looks like one.
No, Jacob, you've been bald for years.
I used to have a trilby.
Is that what attracts
we all
you
went through
to?
the trilby phase. Let's be
I've
fair.
never worn a fucking trilby.
Sure.
I'm not a hat kind of guy.
To be fair, I own a lot of hats. I hardly wear any of them. I have a bowler hat that I occasionally like wear if I'm dressing up. Because I wore it at my birthday one time. I think there's some pictures of me and Toby actually. I'm wearing it.
True.
Yes, your hat's cool.
Is there a picture of... no, we didn't use a picture of it, did we, in the documentary? Has everyone seen Gemma's little friendship documentary?
Roll away.
Yes, I saw it. It was great.
Trilbies are the hats... They're like mini fedoras. They're the hats that neckbeards wear. Everyone calls them fedoras, but they're not fedoras. Fedoras are like big.
Did you ever tip your trilby towards someone?
Yes, several times.
Did you follow it up by saying, "My lady"?
No, but I would tip it if I was crossing the road and like they'd let me across. I'm like, oh, and then they'd always go, should have run him over. And of course, I'd take it off if a funeral procession was coming past.
They'd stop and spit on you. The corpse would come back to life just to fucking flip you off.
I'm gonna die.
Is it a boss?
Yeah, it's
so much electricity flowing through this.
something somewhere. It was
What happened? Basically, and then I stopped reading knob.exe because it was dead boring, and now I'm just talking about the cringy shit I used to wear when I was like 17.
But like you said, it's still better than anything.
I used to wear skinny jeans with skulls on them.
That's pretty bad.
Still better than half the stuff Nathan was wearing.
Did you do trilby tricks? No, I did not.
I used to have
I'm sure you could do that thing where you used to do the twist.
Oh God, the twist! Come on, yes, he did. That face of guilt. Do the strawberry twist.
That's either a dance or a sex move.
I used to dance a lot more back then as well. Basically, I was a tool. And yet somehow I had more friends then than I have now. Because now I'm like a cynical douchebag who's mean to everyone, which has kind of like limited my friends list.
My limited douchebag uses memes on everyone.
Significantly.
Hello, Logan.
Basically, me and Nathan are your oldest friends at this point.
Did you ever throw your trilby like a frisbee? No, I don't believe I did.
Did you ever kill a man with a trilby?
I loved my bowler hat like one, trying to be... probably not, to be honest, Logan. This is Dark Souls.
Yeah. But I would like a big cuddle, though. I did cuddle.
See, a man just died, Logan.
There you go. I need to eat noodles.
Logan, do you like wearing hats?
Remember the way back.
Yeah.
You know the way.
Right.
No, what are you doing, Matt? Stop. That's racist. What? No.
It's funny because you guys is actually getting a lot of like buzz in the news these days of like people trying to like make it better thanks to what's it called? You Gad and Knuckles. I presume.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Okay, wrong button once again.
Go back and just heal yourself.
It's like Logan. I think viewing it as a child counts as abuse. Well, there is a picture of me that exists that I have blue and black hair.
There's a picture of me that exists.
I've got blue and black hair and I've got a Bullet from a Valentine t-shirt on.
There's some hilariously embarrassing pictures of me. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, I've posted a lot of them. There was one of me when I was blonde.
Oh yeah, I remember you looked like a fucking tool.
Oh yeah, I looked horrendous.
Please never go blonde again, ever.
And there was one of me at 17.
Not collecting Dark Souls.
At 17, I was a lot
gayer.
Yes, well, yeah, but more than that, I was a lot more angular. So there's this photograph of me, and my head is like a fucking cereal box.
NobEXE is over because, I mean,
we can go back. We can go back to it if like people were enjoying it. I mean, I fucking wasn't.
If you go the other way,
we're just gonna make John Goodman jokes.
Yeah.
Most of it. Bye, Logan. The thing is, Logan made a subtle Shadow Man reference just there because he was like, "You're playing Dark Souls. You're not collecting Dark Souls."
Hey Logan, I just got a comment on here from Man of Many Gaming Faces saying Logan's monster movies are the best movies. There you go.
I always wondered, is Gemma your wife or something, Jacob?
Or
this woman who lives in his house.
Or something.
You think this is the real Quaid? It is. Right, turn around.
Actually, Gemma's his sex slave. She's actually been chained to the radiator.
Yes,
She just like stabs with a cattle prod every time she like looks like she's getting all rebellious.
Down that way.
Just breaks her spirit.
It's like me, rebellious.
Well,
what's her natural her natural fucking Jacobite streak?
The rebellious Scots who totally wanted a referendum.
It's like, yes, we really need this thing that the public will vote against.
I was like, sometimes Jacob refers to me as his husband on Snapchat.
Usually on Snapchat, yeah. Just like.
I know, downstairs. Before that arrow guy shoots you at Jeff, I can't get him.
Fucking arrow guy.
It was our anniversary, like, at the beginning of February.
Oh, she's his waifu, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There's another guy behind you, but hit him one more time and die.
Who doesn't enjoy some knob.exe? Is Gemma a trap?
Yes.
To be fair, she is almost 6 foot and like.
I'm quite masculine.
If the lift's not there, press the lever button.
Traps are supposed to be like guys who look like girls. That's sort of you're a reverse trap.
I'm a reverse trap. That's like some sort of like saw type like contraption.
Yeah.
I think those were just traps, Gemma.
There's a reverse bear trap.
That sounds like some sort of weird, like fetish, like fan fiction, where like the guy from Saw sets up a whole bunch of traps
We all know.
But instead of being like something that crushes your ribs or something like that, it's just a bunch of tranny guys.
Like, what kind of animal are you, like Jacob and Gemma?
Bear.
Bear, yeah.
Pokemon.
Gemma could snap Jacob like a twig.
What kind of Pokemon are you,
I don't know
Jacob?
about that.
I'll sing the rest of the song, but I don't know. You're the bear Pokemon.
I used to be really quite strong, but I have a lot of that.
Charmander's a Pokemon, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm Charmander. I know what that is.
You've always been a big fan of Pokemon, like much like everyone else.
I'm Jigglypuff because I get annoyed and then draw people.
Well, you also drown people. That's what she does.
Are you thinking of I don't know, was Jigglypuff one of the mermaids in Peter Pan?
Probably.
It's like, we just wanted to drown her.
Oh. Don't move away from the guy with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Should we link something better in the Discord?
No.
Oh yeah, Discord.
What's a Discord?
It's a feeling of like of disharmony.
Yeah. Good.
Just saying, don't go in there, boy. The big fucker will kill you. Yeah, you want to come all the way around downstairs, but there's like two big guys. And
I'm just gonna die down there. So I just run.
You can run if you want to. You'll get straight to the boss. I mean, please hold B to run. Circle.
I'm just saying, like, there's no.
These two guys are easy.
No, it's just that there's no bonfire, which is a bit weird. Unless there is one, and you just have to pound it.
You've got 2 Estus flasks, mate. Got more souls there. What more do you want?
Monday Jeff XDDDDD.
Best meme, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, best meme.
Playthrough. This is the first time I died was against this boss.
The Board of the Borealis. That was like the
Borealis Valley.
Borealis.
Okay, question for everyone. Out of all of Logan's movies, which is your favourite?
Okay, so I genuinely can't decide whether I like the Alien Invasion or the Mummy Invasion 2 the most.
Alien Invasion.
I think what I like about the Mummy Invasion 2 is like not a second is wasted. Like every shot like builds up to the finale, like to the end of the movie. I think it just works very well.
I also really like the Spooky House.
I think Spooky House is a bit long.
And I like the Alien Invasion. Mostly because Matt's in it.
Go on.
The Alien Invasion is funny, yeah. I definitely like the way Matt just kind of stands there and like just like there's no direction being given because Logan was 6 at the time. It's just like,
unlike now, who could
No, what I'm saying, I was going to say he's 7, but then I was like, oh right, no, he wasn't. He was even younger. What I'm saying is like, a small child is directing the film. So there's no real direction being given. So Matt's just kind of standing there with this blank, emotionless face.
Come on, Matt, you can do it.
Logan will be 8 on his birthday, and
I'm just waiting for my stamina to replenish.
And I found out today that he's 4'4" at the age of like 7, like at the age of nearly 8.
For middle health, so is he. He's only going to take another 5 hits. And he got you. You're fucked. Next game.
Yeah, just a delicious saver.
Yeah.
It's like someone to rewrite the source scripts, but with anime traps.
Sounds right.
Basically, yeah.
Slide in the room, downstairs.
Gemma, were you ever seen or emo?
But if you fail this trap, you have to bum this little fuckboy.
No, I wasn't seen or emo, but I did dress very quite like a goth when I was a kid.
I'll be honest, in terms of scene or emo, like that was around in my teenage years. I don't know the difference. I don't really know what's to this day. Like some fucking it's been like damn near 10 years since I was a teenager. I still don't really know what an emo or a scene kid is. And I probably knew some of them, but I still can't really identify what those words mean.
Scene
doesn't exactly work. Oh, one of them did.
Like I know what a goth is. You know.
I basically like I dressed like a goth, and that's why. But then everyone called me emo because that's what it looked. Because that's apparently what it looked like. So I was called emo a lot, but yeah. Scene. I don't
even know what that word you're saying is supposed to mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, isn't everything a scene? Isn't that kind of the point? Like, you know, because it's like
interior scene 1, lamb chops.
Interior lamb chops day.
Apparently, scene people are happier with emo.
Because like a scene is just like a subculture. It's like, yeah, this is the kind of music and clothes I like. So surely they're all scene, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. So
they're all
like
part of a scene.
I just know that people that called themselves scene kids were like ones with like really with multicolored hair.
The kids who called themselves scene kids were obscene. Ha 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 ha. I'll take my check now.
Mob scene. That was a song by Marilyn Manson.
I know you said Marilyn Manson, but it really sounded like you said that was a song by Michael Madsen.
That was a song by Marilyn Manson.
Just like let himself go, like as he's got older. It's like just doing weird goth music.
It could be worse. It could be doing like on stage with Bruno.
To be fair, he could be doing films with me.
Ooh.
Oh wait, that happened.
Yep, you did.
I did do a film with Michael Madsen, and he's a wanker.
Michael Madsen tunes into the stream.
It's just like, oh, Jacob's streaming, yeah!
I thought we were
I
cool.
love this guy. I think it's going to go really far.
What does he talk like Phil Mitchell?
Well, because Toby's doing his voice.
It's just Ray Winston again. I forget your grandmother was so nice to me.
Your grandma was so nice to me.
I'll cut your fucking nuts out.
One day Walt Disney will kill us all. Well, I mean, he's already dead. But,
One day Senator Reagan will run for president. Yeah, Disney has grown way fucking like beyond what it should have.
Barney, apparently a Barney the dinosaur creepypasta. That's it.
Yeah, that's not really surprising.
What the hell?
There's pretty much a creepypasta about anything. I'm pretty sure if you looked hard enough, you can find a creepypasta about cup fucking noodles.
Can somebody find us a right guys? If there isn't a Game Dude creepypasta, can someone write one and post a link in the chat?
Way too easy, really.
No. Think about it. If you attacked every single thing that was after you, there's going to be a bonfire in here now.
Is that it over there?
Alright, hold on a second, guys.
I'm looking for one, by the way.
Okay. I'm going to do something Toby said earlier. I'm just going to do it now. And I'm really thirsty, actually. Where's my Zaid?
What's it called again?
Just give me the fucking Lucozade.
There you go.
Thank you. I was like, Matt went to the shop and I was like, oh, can you pick me up some of my favourite Zaid? And he was like, no. No. You have to explain what that means.
The Michael Maloir is based on Michael Madsen.
I mean, at least you can work out, Lucozade, Zaid from Lucozade, as it says, bear piss.
Just before you do that, do you want to level yourself up?
No, just want to roll off the hill.
Oh, okay.
Lose all self.
Roll off the Hank Hill.
Yeah, Dark Souls, but everything is Hank Hill.
Sonic X, Revenge of the Girls Jungle Trap is a pretty awful one you could read.
Hold on, I've got something.
Like Jungle Trap, is that like, there's like a bear track with punji sticks or something? Or is it just another, like, fuck?
The Game Dude.
Thanks, some English bloke, for reminding me.
He is so
Sonic
rude.
X was a program that
He
existed.
is a gamer with
Alright,
a bad
which
attitude.
is worse, Sonic X or Sonic Underground?
He plays the games that will make God ashamed. They insult the brain because they are so lame. Now listen up. The Game Dude is his name.
You just do the
He spends most of his time playing shitty games. Some from the present and some from the past. But rest assured, they all suck Zebra's ass. Graphics so bad, they make you want to puke. Music so annoying, you'll quickly hit the mute. But who is this man? Who? The one who plays them, so you don't have to. Woo.
Lyrical fucking genius.
He is the Game Dude. He is so rude. He is a gamer with a bad attitude.
So was this like the guy Eminem was fighting against that night? He only just beat.
That will make God ashamed. They insult the brain because they are so lame.
Once again, I keep thinking it's an attack or roll.
I love it. He just spawns in, pops a healing item. Fuck it.
Like I said, like last time, was Neo. So once again, the controls are completely different.
What the hell? Mr. Bipolar, good game. Fantastic game, this.
There's a creepypasta on the Minecraft creepypasta wiki called Dead, and it's a remake by Emo Lemon Supreme.
Oh, that's right, because you're Child or Syndicate.
So go
yes.
Protect.
Whip out your dick.
Alright, there's a creepypasta on the actual creepypasta.com and it's called What Is Dead.
Man, that really made me jizz my pants. Wow.
I spent the next 2 days cleaning up dreads on surfaces in my room. I was like, Jesus Christ, Haya. It's like a Christmas light up in here.
I'm going to do the random pasta.
Every time I don't like people putting CP to mean creepypasta.
Yeah, I know.
Because it just
mine just goes.
Yeah, you can't help it.
CP, really?
Jeff the Killer.
Talking about child porn.
So it's like
Child porn. That's what I mean by CP.
You got rescued by a giant crow and now you're getting taken. Like, why would you let them do this? Why would your first response be stabbed?
The woman up the cliff said it'd be alright if you take the fucking banner and you go like that. Hey!
Alright, there's
go to the other part of the level.
I got a random pasta called the Mailman.
That's sexist. One at the female man. Get it!
No,
yeah, there probably is a Cuphead creepypasta.
probably there's a Cuphead. There's a creepypasta for everything.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Mug Man and his pal Mug
Can't
Man.
play Cuphead
and
because
his
it's
pal
racist.
Mug Man.
Apparently.
Really? Who said
In
that?
what way?
Fucking idiots.
But
Cuphead's racist.
Cuphead's racist, but because it took about 3 years to make, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's done in the most amazing way.
And because there's gollywogs everywhere.
Basically, because it's too good. It's better than they could do.
Yeah.
The kind of type of people who make games like Depression Quest, so they have to shit all over it.
Well, the thing is, mate, I'm the only one out of all my friends who've completed it. I was like, how can you not complete it? It's fucking fantastic.
I didn't play it, mate.
So much craft has gone into it. It's fucking hard, though. Really, really hard. Obviously, you haven't completed it. You've got PS2, 4, 7.
Are you going to watch Jurassic World 2? Fuck no. In all fairness, though, I did people on Twitter did like vote almost unanimously yes that they wanted us to do the like mini reviews of every Jurassic Park movie. So like I'm tempted to see it just as a part of that, like, as a completionist. But spoilers, I think the Jurassic Park films get progressively worse. Like each one is worse than the last.
Well, what do you mean? Jurassic Park 3 was great. That's right. That's right.
So, like, quick mini reviews of the.
Everyone hates 2 and 3, but they all give Jurassic World a pass, even though it's even worse.
Oh no, it's got Star-Lord in it. It's amazing. What are you on about? It's 10 out of 10.
It's got the bug from Men in Black. He wants to weaponise the raptors. Like, kill yourself.
I had to
weaponise the.
It's just Ashley.
I took
Jacob, would you, if you had access to some dinosauric creatures, would you weaponise them for war and profit?
Been dropped behind enemy lines and velociraptors were tearing the place up, would you actually do a raid?
I love that. So, Mr. Bipolar, no. In answer to your question, I've never had even the slightest fantasy to look up Cuphead hentai.
What?
Go all the way down that
Everyone.
way. You know the guy.
All these guys jacking off my giant Cuphead.
I mean, you know, obviously, I'm not going to judge people that do.
I will.
It's a thing people that do. You know.
But,
different strokes for different people.
How many strokes?
Literally. Yeah, I know, exactly. Well, about 2.
That's Dark Side Phil, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Jacob, do you want to do a quick mini rundown of the...
One of these is alive. One of these, I can't remember which. Don't attack it, because it will give you 3 level ups if you do stuff. One of them. I can't remember which one. Go up to 1 until it says press A and talk. It's not one of these front ones, it's one of the back ones.
Jacob,
Jacob.
Jacob, would you do a quick review of the Jurassic Park films? In terms of, like...
It's not them, it's a little... Yeah, do a review of
the
Jurassic Park.
First Jurassic Park is good, but it's sort of like there's occasional things bug me, but they're minor things. Like, why is there a fat kid there?
Yeah, basically the first one's good. It's a bit silly, but it's well made enough for it to not matter. The music's really great. The special effects for the most part are brilliant, and 1 or 2 of them have aged badly. But
a couple of plot holes, and I don't like the what's his name's Chaos Theory. Like, it's not Chaos Theory, and nature's not trying to rebel. It's just 2 unfortunate things happening at the same time. Like, this guy, a storm's coming, and this guy's trying.
Yeah, it's like, a butterfly can flap its wings in Peking, and we'll get in San Francisco. They'll get rain instead of sunshine.
But that has nothing to do with
that's got nothing to do with like some guy turning off the power and then failing to come back because of a storm.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. People say Cuphead is racist. Thank you, Green. Probably that. It's because it's based on 1930s cartoons, and I'm like,
that in itself is not racist.
Yeah, just
if a
because
Gollywog
it's
showed up,
style of a fucking 1930s cartoon doesn't mean it's racist. If he suddenly had like I don't know Drake the what I'm trying to say here, then
just had Drake.
You had Uncle Drake, or you have Uncle Drake the swamp nigger. There.
I mean, there you go. You just dropped the M-bomb.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, why is I'm using it as a clinical. I'm not using it as an insult. I'm not insulting anyone.
True.
No, it's like what's it called? What's that book?
It's just funny because it was unexpected. Swamp nigger. Yeah, made me laugh.
Yeah.
It's what's that book? Huckleberry Finn or something like that. Yeah. The character's literally called nigger Tom or something in there.
Yeah. They're gonna take that shit out of like public schools now because it has the word nigger in it. I'm like, it's a word. It doesn't hurt anybody.
There was a clip of Family Guy where they did like a thing as hi there, word I can say Tom or something like that.
Mr. Bipolar, I've played every single Dark Souls, and I'm still not completed Dark Souls 3, but we're just starting up on this save. Also, there's Jacob. If you met yourself from another dimension and you fuck each other, is it gay or masturbation? Or
it's both.
Or is it incest?
It's all of those.
I don't know if it's incest, but it's definitely gay and masturbation.
Okay.
It's like, is it gay or masturbation? It can be both if you're jerking off to two guys fucking.
It would be incest, it would be self-cest, which is apparently a category of Japanese porn.
Okay.
If I'd have had the controller, I'd have ended the stream the second he said Japanese porn. It would have been the perfect place to end it.
Okay.
You want to end it now?
Hey Jacob, have you heard of incels?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing complaints about Jurassic Park 2. It's all just worse in every way, and it's got Jim Carter in it. And Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 3 is awful. Like, has some of the worst characters in it.
There's a story called La Rose X, the epic Jeff the Killer on Jeff the Killer wiki.
So, did you want to end it, Jacob?
I saw the title, and I think you guys will like it. I'm going to go in a second anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's got to that point where we don't really have time to read another one, and the audience is kind of dwindling now. They're probably all going off to have their dinner and stuff.
You're going to go off and kill yourself now, aren't you?
Time to.
Well, what do you think?
You were standing on the edge, and you were about to break.
No, I like to live.
Right, well anyway, thank you to everyone that tuned in. It was a good stream. He's going to point up now. Look at that, motherfucker. Yeah. Cheers.
This one's for you, audience. Stay classy. And goodbye.